Hey everyone, welcome to the Bakagaijinshow. I'm your lovable rascal of a host, Siegfried, and with me as always is my intonated co-host, Kevin Faulkner.
Sure, I guess I am.
You've been saying and reciting with little rise or fall of pitch, so...
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like I'm fairly tonated.
You're intonated.
Uh, d- I'm not sure if I agree with that statement.
We're off to a great start.
We're not doing it again.
This is what they call a clash of clans, I think.
Download now on iOS or Android.
Or don't, I don't know, it's your life.
Use code BGS20 to get 30%.
We are down a Saradin this week.
Yeah, Saradin is, preoccupied.
Look at that third chair! Buttless! Absent of butt!
It is cold and lonely.
Yep. We'll try to make it work old school style, you know. We'll have to rely on our
classic BGS style.
We'll have to reach back inside and pull out our natural improvisational abilities.
Gotta fall back on
and
the
try
old...
not to talk over each other.
Yeah, we're bad at that. We're very bad at that.
No, we're usually good at that. But now we're off our rhythm. We're off our game. Also, I did it that time as a joke. That was like a bit. So that doesn't count.
All right.
Sometimes, once you've mastered the rules, you get to bend and break them. I shouldn't crush this can while there's still soda inside of it.
Yeah, don't do that. That would make a mess.
Well, now that you've just told me what to do, I don't feel like doing it.
Well, now I won't do it. Okay, all right.
Yes.
So...
Now I'm crushing this can. Fuck. Damn it, I did it wrong. God damn it, no! It's crushable unsatisfactorily! Whatever. It's gone now.
It is dead.
The can is no more.
It has ceased to be.
No, I mean it exists. It's just smaller now.
Yeah,
and less capable of holding liquid.
Significantly less capable of holding liquid.
Indeed. Indeed.com. Find your next job today.
Not a sponsor. Hashtag not a sponsor.
No, we don't get sponsors. Because everyone is racist against us.
Yeah, we're too cool for the sponsors.
Promoting products and services, bro. That ain't kosher.
We don't get the sponsors because we have white privilege.
Step aside, everyone. We have white privilege. It's okay. Yeah, you didn't know. Neither do we.
I need to watch that new Beavis and Butthead movie just because of that scene.
To be fair, I heard it peaks in that scene.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Disappointing and unfortunate, but okay.
That was the title of your sex tape. Improvisational skills, baby. I'm coming back on top. I'm going to take the stand-up scene by storm.
Zeke Freak is back and he's wittier than ever.
Zeke Freak does sound like a stand-up comedian name.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Zeke Freak!
Yeah! So how about those poor people?
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do the stock cartoon plot where I become a famous stand-up comic at the expense of my friends, but then have to learn a valuable lesson and choose between what I want and what I need to do to be a good person.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the classic plot, the classic storyline, the funny pants bit.
Yeah. At some point, we gotta think of all of the stock cartoon plots and rank them on a tier list.
I mean, I can do that.
You won't, but we could.
We could, but we won't.
I could, but you won't.
I mean, won't I?
Won't you?
Won't you?
Like a lollipop?
Would I?
Would you?
Would I?
Would you?
Would I?
Would you? What I want?
Like a lollipop?
No, it's you screwed it up. It's fine.
No. I know how it goes. I thought you were like switching it up.
a free lollipop. See, your inability to stick to the script threw off my improvisational beat. Pay no attention to the fact that line of thinking makes no sense.
That literally makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, well, we don't make any sense, so we don't have to make any sense, if that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense.
And it doesn't. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
Anyway, speaking of poor people, you want to know what I've been doing?
Not spending money, I imagine.
Not spending a whole lot of money, but certainly selling things to gain money.
Oh, yeah? Selling what?
Yeah, so I needed food money, so I had to sell a couple of video games. So you know how I bought Persona 4 Golden for $20 right before it got delisted, and then it ended up being like, $80 to $90 on the aftermarket?
It got delisted?
Yeah, it got... the physical version was, okay, it didn't get delisted, but like the original Vita release, they stopped manufacturing Vita cartridges, so the physical version is more expensive now. Or at least it was more expensive up until the fucking Steam release.
Yeah.
And now it went back to $20.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got $20 for that. So net zero loss there.
Whoa, that $20 could get you 4 gallons of gas.
True. It's a good thing I don't need gas because I got like a Family Dollar and a Dollar General like right across the street.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I sold that, and I also sold the Wii version of the original Xenoblade, which again, that's one of those games where for a really long time it was very, very valuable, but then the Switch remaster happened, and now it's not worth shit.
Yeah. So it goes.
Yeah, I got like $20 for that too.
Yeah.
I also have a few other...
none of it went towards a new microphone that you desperately need.
I need food first, bitch!
Always excuses with this man.
It's not an excuse. It's a way of life. It's living. I need to live.
Kevin, I thought we established your hierarchy of needs. Number 1, podcasting. Number 2, oxygen. Number 3...
No. You got it backwards because I need the oxygen for the podcast.
I mean...
See?
I'll have to run it by our market research boys.
See?
We'll see what they think. I'm
right though.
Look, research pending.
Anyway, yeah.
There's no scientific consensus that life is important.
That having been said,
it was said by you.
But yeah, I had to sell some games, got some money, got some food. Haven't gotten back to Gravity Rush quite yet. I did a couple of missions while I was chatting with you that one day, and then I was like, I want to do something else.
Sure.
Turns out that until next month, when I can actually buy a new gamepad, I can't play PC games because I don't have a mouse, and I also don't have a gamepad.
What happened to your 8-bit dude?
My 8-bit though doesn't really work very well with my laptop anymore. Like, I don't know why, but like it just doesn't play well with my laptop.
I feel like that could be troubleshot.
It probably can, but like I've tried. It's a massive pain in the ass to get it to work correctly. It's like I've uninstalled all of the drivers, I've reinstalled them, I've connected and.
Wait! Let's back up for a second. You don't have a mouse? I missed that part.
I love how that's like one of the. No, I do not. I did, but I lost it in the move.
You lose more things in moves than anyone I've ever met.
Surprisingly, the mouse is the only thing that I've lost.
It's always like the one thing I ask about that is the one thing you lost.
I know, what the fuck is this? See, I've been trying to figure this out. What the fuck is happening?
Keep an eye on your shit! You don't even own much!
See, I'm trying to keep an eye on my shit, but it keeps going missing. It's not my fault!
If it wouldn't go missing if you kept an eye on it!
Gesundheit.
I don't understand how this happens.
You think I do?
Yes, well, I would hope you'd investigate a little.
I mean, I try to, but like,
if you put all your stuff in like 6 boxes, you'd be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 boxes.
I literally
here.
have 6 boxes here. Actually, I have 4.
What happened to the other 2 boxes, Kevin? What happened to the boxes?
The number of boxes are irrelevant. The point is...
What do you mean the number of the boxes contain your stuff? Your stuff is relevant, so the number of boxes is... You said you had 6 boxes!
I looked over, I thought I had 6.
No shit, you miscounted, that's why you lose things!
Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted.
I can't talk on my own podcast. It's fine. It's cool.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. It's the Kevin Show. All for Kevin. Kevin, you have the floor. I'll just be over here.
I've had the floor. I've had the floor this entire time. Anyway, as I was, you can chime in if you want. I said you can chime in if you want.
I'm allowed to talk? Zeke Freak is allowed to talk on the channel called Zeke Freak?
It's your channel!
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But someone thinks he's too good to have a back and forth.
No, we can.
Yeah. Anyway, tell me about all the things you've lost.
My mouse.
I knew about that one.
I thought I lost one of my anime figures, but that was just in a bag that that was in another bag.
I remember that. Could your mouse also be in a bag?
It might be. I don't know.
Was the bags not counted in the official box count?
The bags were counted in the official. The bags are kind of separate. The bags are bags.
But you counted the bags, right?
Yes. I have two bags, which count for 2 boxes.
Those are big bags. What the fuck?
They're like big, like fucking massive trash bags. Yeah.
You just throw your anime figures in trash bags?
No. Like I had the anime figure in like a grocery sack that was like thrown into a.
Wait. Does the grocery sack count as a new bag?
No, it does not count. It might.
You think your complete lack of a coherent system might account for why you keep losing shit?
You know, I'm starting to realize many new things about myself today, and I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Yeah. That's what we're here for. Self-improvement.
Anyway, that having been said, fuck, what have I been doing? I rewatched the very first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Over on Charme Cry's server, and that was very good.
They must have movie nights very frequently, because in my mind, that's like 5 movie nights ago.
Yeah, they basically do it like, twice a week. They have like one of the people there, Madman, he does what he calls drive-ins, where he plays like a couple of shorter movies. What?
You don't drive.
No, I don't. but he does what he calls drive-ins, which is basically like a double feature.
Speaking of which, I need to add Ryan Gosling's Drive to our movie list.
Sure.
I need to see if it holds up in the as like the inspiration for the modern outrun movement.
We also need to see where he came from so that we can understand Ken in the Barbie movie more.
That's right. We need to understand the Ryan Gosling lore and how he just found out that the vagina is also for sex this week. This is insane.
I didn't know you could fuck the vagina too.
He's Ryan Gosling. How did he not know that? I gotta add those. I gotta add those other movies from the fucking Sardonicus I wrote that I told you about.
Yeah. You're not a real movie buff if you haven't seen fucking Water Horse.
I forgot about Water Horse until they posted about Water Horse. Kevin, you gotta add more movies to this list. It's getting a little lopsided.
Yeah. I'll look into it. I'll do it. I gotta look up movies that are like secret Kino.
Or just weird.
Like movies that like are really good, but you wouldn't expect them to be really good.
Yeah, or just really weird. Like, I don't think we're gonna watch Five Children in It because it's Kino.
Yeah, we're mostly gonna be watching that because it's Five Children in It.
Yeah, I think for like more obscure movies that no company would give a shit about, we should actually fucking just record our reactions and just upload it.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Like, is any company gonna give a shit if we fucking upload a full commentary of Water Horse Legend of the Deep?
I don't think they will, no. I will absolutely, like, download that and, like, put together, like, a full movie reaction for that.
Yeah, I mean, basically just, like, OBS and go,
Yeah, pretty much.
Be easy. Easy content, Kevin. We're making it. Subscribe for more content.
More content from the content tubes onto the conveyor belt of YouTube? Yes, please.
Indeed.
Anyway.
What else are you doing?
Yeah, watch Spider-Man. I saw this weird slasher movie. I'm not sure if this was last week or this week. Everything is blending together because my life has nothing happening in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this last week. So, what else did I do? Fuck.
I'm gonna add Blood and Honey under your name because you said yes to it.
Yeah, I do want to. I do want to put Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey on the movie night.
I have it open. I'll just write it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I'm so excited for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
It is the first adaptation of Winnie the Pooh after Winnie the Pooh has gone in the public domain outside of Disney.
It's like, yeah, but like more than anything, I feel like this film is like important because there's like a whole new wave in the coming like decade. There's a whole new wave of like old properties that are going to enter the public domain, and this is like the first of like the big like iconic characters that are entering public domain.
Yeah. Now of the characters of Winnie the Pooh that are going into public domain, interestingly, Tigger is not one of them yet.
No, yeah, Tigger came later.
Yeah, Tigger came 2 years later in House at Pooh Corner.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
that's perfect timing for a Tigger horror sequel.
Yeah!
Tigger, you should be glad he's the only one.
You know what? Yeah, that could be the tagline. There's a reason he's the only one.
Can we oh my god, can we kickstart the fucking 100 Acre Woods horror cinematic universe?
Yes.
I'm here for it. Quality be damned, I am here for it. Let's fucking completely rewrite the script and fucking recontextualize them forever in popular culture as horror icons. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Disney can never make a proper Winnie the Pooh movie ever again.
Yeah, baby! I mean, they weren't going to anyway, but yeah, baby!
Yeah, the last time they did that back in like 2010, the movie bombed, but that's because they put it up against fucking Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
2011.
Whatever. Anywho, that having been... I keep saying that a lot, fuck.
It was said by you.
Yeah, I put a lot of other shit up on OfferUp. No buyers yet. I did have one person that tried to scam me, though.
Oh.
He was like, hi, is this still available? I'm like, yes, I posted it this morning. And then he says, in really, really bad English, okay, can I get your uno numero, please?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
no. Why don't you give me your uno numero?
I have not given... You know, I actually haven't given you my new uno numero.
You have a new uno numero and you didn't tell me?
Yeah, I had to get a new phone, like, about a month or two ago.
You were going to give this guy your uno numero before me.
No, I was not. I specifically said I was not going to do that.
Well, how is it going to contact you to arrange the deal?
Through OfferUp.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I forgot. I forgot it wasn't Craigslist for a second.
Yeah, no, OfferUp actually has a messaging system.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. I've used it.
But yeah, I have a bunch of different shit listed on OfferUp. Let me tell you everything that I have listed on OfferUp that I'm hoping to maybe sell a couple of to get some money. Okay.
Sure, I guess it's just your pimp platform now, but okay.
If you want to...
No, go ahead. It's fine. You just know I'm going to make fun of you for it.
It's just, like, look, it's something I've been doing, okay?
Yeah. No. I want you to do it. But I also want to make fun of you for doing it.
Let's see. Fist of North Star Ken's Rage on Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, sorry. Ken's Rage 2. That's
oh, ew. Ugh. Or maybe yes? I don't know.
Yes, it's good.
Is it better than the original?
It's more faithful to the manga. Whether or not it's better gameplay-wise is dependent on the person. I personally prefer the first game gameplay-wise.
Sure.
Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
For the SNES?
3D All-Stars.
Oh, not for the SNES.
Not for the SNES.
For the Switch.
For the Switch, yes.
You sure you don't want to hang on to that? It could be worth... it was a limited run. It could be worth more later.
I mean, you say that, but it sold like 3.5 million copies. It's not exactly rare.
Right now.
True. Issei Lacrimosa of Donna for PlayStation Vita, which actually is worth quite a bit now.
Yeah.
Like, I think that particular version of the game is worth like $100 on the used market now.
Oh yeah, those physical Vita games, they it's a seller's market.
Fist of the North Star Complete Collection DVD set, because there is a better SV Blu-ray set out now.
Yeah.
The Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 2, Issue 36, which is the 9/11 issue.
Oh. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us!
Yeah, unfortunately, it is not quite so patriotic.
Oh.
It is more so like, you know, all of the... Even like the bad guys like Dr. Doom are like, the horrible loss of life today. This is a tragedy even for us.
Uh-huh.
It's so fucking schmaltzy and fucking stupid.
I may be a criminal lunatic, but at least I'm an American criminal lunatic.
I love... Oh my god. The fucking Marvel DC crossover where Joker's like, I might be crazy, but at least I'm American. Sonic Gems Collection for GameCube.
Sure. Oh, GameCube games. That's big money.
Yeah, this one I'm selling for like $40.
Sure.
Senran Kagura Estival Versus and Shinobi Versus for PlayStation Vita. Yeah. Which I'm going to be doing $60 each.
Yeah.
Because, again, physical Vita games, worth quite a bit.
Yeah.
And because I don't plan on finishing it anytime soon, and I can probably just get the better version on PC, Saints Row 4 re-elected for Switch.
Yeah. Fucking... Yeah, I'm still mad that I sold off my Vita collection in bulk right before all the prices rose dramatically.
Yeah, you could have gotten so much more money for that.
Yeah, I sold like 35 games, some of which were quite rare, for like $230 or something.
You could have gotten like double that these days.
Oh, more than that, yeah. Some of that shit probably could have gone for $100 on their own.
You even sold your Persona 4 Golden thing that was signed by Kyle Bear.
Yeah, I forgot that I completely forgot that it was a signed copy when I did that. Not that it would have meant much to the used market, but yeah.
Yes, dude just randomly gets it and it's signed by Kyle Bear. He's like, ah, sweet.
Yeah, I sold it in bulk to like a game store in like New Jersey or something, I think.
Watch them do like $20 markup just because it's signed.
I have no way of knowing if they did that.
But yeah, selling some shit, doing some other shit. Oh, right. Yesterday, I decided to walk around the place, walk around my new surroundings, figure out what's nearby.
Sure.
My dude.
Mm-hmm.
This city
Mm-hmm.
is fucking paradise if you liked collectible toys and shit, because
All right.
yeah, so I found a store that has a fuckload. Like it's actually two stores, but only one of them was open at the time.
Sure.
There's like a main branch, and the place I was at was what they refer to as their mall, where different vendors come in. They rent out the display cabinets and display their wares. There's a really fucking cool ass toy store over here that has like a bunch of really cool collectible toys and comic books and shit like that. They have the original 1984 Megatron Transformers toy from that has never gotten a re-release due to toy gun legislation banning the sale of realistic toy guns.
Sure.
Like, the only way you can get this thing legally is through the collector's market now.
Yeah.
And it's worth like $300.
Oh,
And that's
what are they selling it for?
They're selling it for $300. Like, it's worth $300
Yeah.
outside. It's worth $300 outside of the box. In box, it's worth like $600.
Yeah.
But yeah, not only that, but I've also learned that 1 mile away from my house, like I can just walk there, is an expo center that houses the biggest toy show in Ohio, the Great Ohio Toy Show.
Damn, must be steep competition.
There's apparently like it's so big that there are like 600 vendors that come there every year. So,
Whoa.
like it's a big fucking deal, and it's like a mile away from my house.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's happening beginning of October. So I am absolutely going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like some of the stuff that's over at that toy store mall was fucking amazing. Like they had a bunch of classic Generation 1 Transformers, some of which I've been wanting for a really long time. One of my favorite Autobots is Blaster. He's one of the cassette robots.
Yeah.
He's the Autobot Boombox. And they have a reissue, and they have one of the reissues of Blaster, which, I want that. And they're selling it for like $50, so like, it's at least halfway reasonable.
Yeah.
You know, considering it's a collector's thing. I found the Time Zord, the Power Rangers Time Force Megazord for $20, which I fucking love Time Force. So you know, gimme.
Sure.
There was a fuckload of Transformer stuff there. Pretty good amount of like old school Voltron and Macross stuff. There was a line of there was like a line of Macross Valkyrie toys with one singular like American Robotech toy right in the middle, and I was like, one of these things is not like the others.
Yeah.
But like this fucking toy store is fucking paradise for me, and I'm gonna be going back Monday to check out the main branch, to see what they have there. And yeah, I'm absolutely going to go to the Great Ohio Toy Show in October because fuck yeah, toys.
Yeah.
I'm yeah, that was a great thing that I found out. Also, a lot of restaurants near my place. Like, there's I believe like a mile and a half away from my place. There's like a Japanese restaurant that sells like sushi and shit, like sushi and ramen.
Yeah.
There are a few bar and grills nearby. There's, you know, and of course there's also your typical things like your Taco Bell. There is actually a Taco Bell down the street from me. I can finally do my taco a day, and I'm gonna start doing that next month. Fuck yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
I can finally do it. I can do a taco a day. Walk in, grab my taco, walk out.
Also a great experience. Also a great excuse to do a fucking selfie time lapse.
True, I can do that. Taco day 1, taco day 2. For like a whole month.
Yep.
Actually, I could do that for like a good like 6 months.
Indefinitely.
Indefinitely, as long as I want.
Indefinite tacos.
That would be a lot of pictures, though.
Well, yeah. That's what a time lapse is. It's a lot of pictures.
Yep. But yeah, yeah, I like the place that I live now. It's nice. There's a lot of nice places nearby, a lot of good stores. I'm like right off of Main Street, so like I'm in the good part of town. I'm not in the ghetto thing.
Main Street, USA?
Main Street of the town that I live in, Xenia, Ohio.
Can you say hi to Donald?
I don't think I can. No.
Disappointing.
But yeah, anyway, that's what I've been up to. What have you been doing, boy?
So I somehow messed up my shoulder this week.
Yeah, you were pretty fucked up there for a good few days.
Yeah, it's getting better now. But yeah, so I didn't get to make content like I wanted.
Yeah, didn't it come on like the very day that you want to do like a shitload of writing?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So there's that. Other than that, I played some more God of War. Now we're in the last few days of the Overwatch 2 beta, and there's been a few patches, so I'm playing that again. That's probably what I'm gonna do for like the next 3 days until beta 2 closes. And then the day after that, on Tuesday, Stray comes out, so I'm probably gonna start playing that.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I might try to do the thing, the Twitch drop thing to get into the multiverses beta.
Yeah, I think I might do that too, just because it's something to do.
Yeah. So yeah. Video games. Yeah.
Video games. They are good.
Yeah. I'm still really enjoying Overwatch 2. I want to play more of the new maps though. I haven't gotten the new maps as much as I wanted to. So we basically I'm gonna do some writing later, but I'm mostly just gonna be, and I have some anime to watch, but I'm mostly gonna be playing the beta until it closes.
Yeah, I forgot to watch the new episodes of Made in Abyss and Tokyo Mew Mew News, so I'm gonna do that after the podcast.
I didn't forget. I purposefully delayed it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think. What am I watching this season? Basically, just Made in Abyss, Call of the Night, Engage Kiss, Shadow's House Season 2, and then Danmachi Season 4 when it starts, which I'm really behind on my goal of reading up to that point in the light novels. I haven't really touched them like in the last week and a half, so I probably got to get on that. Then again, there's nothing that says I have to watch Season 4 as it premieres, so I mean, I can do whatever I want. Fuck
Also
you.
true. You could just binge it.
Yeah. I can do the fuck I want, but I should probably catch up on that. I'm like partway through volume 10, and I got to get through volume 11.
Yeah.
I just fell out of it because video games.
You know what? That's fair. Video games are good.
Yeah, I just play video games. A lot of video games next month. Next month's crazy.
Oh yeah, next month is fucking packed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so many things to make into the thumbnails.
I'm finally gonna be able to play Spider-Man. Yay!
Oh right, that's right. We will see live Kevin reaction.
Yes, you will.
Maybe not live, more like delayed Kevin reaction.
Delayed Kevin. Like I can chronicle it as I go through on the podcast.
Yeah. That's true. Also, we've been we and also Saradin, we will speak for him. We've been watching Ruby with you.
Yes, and we just recently finished Volume 4. Can confirm, by the by, I fucking love Ruby. Both the show and the character Ruby Rose. She is adorable.
Yeah. Better than the porn actress by a country mile.
Oh, absolutely better than the porn actress.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even know what the real Ruby Rose looks like. Let me look at that. Hold on. We're going to have a live Zeke reaction.
Okay.
Australia. Let's see. Australian model. Quote unquote
model.
So, you know what Ashley Burch looks like? She looks a little like that.
All right.
Some photos she looks. You know what it is. You know what it is. It's kind of like. So she has like a lot of different butch haircuts, and like it just depends which butch haircut you like. I'll say.
Okay.
Like
I see what you're getting at there.
Like here's like Kevin. I'm gonna put it in lobby chat. Where the fuck is lobby chat? There it is. Here's just like a picture of real life Australian porn actress Ruby Rose.
I mean, she doesn't look bad.
No. And like here's one with purple hair. Like she's fine.
Yeah, she's pretty cute. She's all right. She's pretty good.
It's fine. I mean, she's got nothing on like our Ruby Rose, but like it's like.
Well, I mean, of course, it's 3D versus 2D. 2D wins that every time.
Yeah, I mean, like. Both are kind of 3D, actually.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Look, Australia. Anime's kind of almost illegal in Australia, so I mean,
Right.
Yeah. We should get real life Australian porn actress Ruby Rose in the podcast.
But yeah. Also on the subject of Ruby,
let's add her to our long running list of improbable podcast gets.
So, that being said, on the subject of Ruby real quick.
Sure.
I have been watching the main series, but out of sheer curiosity, I decided to check out the first episode of Ice Queendom as well.
No! You're
I'm not.
You fool! You've messed with the natural order!
Out of curiosity. Now, one thing I will say is, I'm not going to watch this in Japanese. Not that the Japanese dub is bad, but I'm used to different voices coming out of these characters, and it's way too much for me to adjust to.
Yeah. See, Most people have the opposite reaction because they think the Rooster Teeth voice actors are kind of amateurish, but like you really do get used to them.
Yeah, like I got used to like the way that the voice actors sound in the Japanese, in like the English version. So, yeah, I'm gonna wait until the dub comes out for this one. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. No, it's fun. I love the Rooster Teeth cast.
Yeah. That said, however, episode 1 is interesting. It's a pretty faithful adaptation of it basically adapts episode 1 as well as Blake and Weiss's character trailers.
Yeah.
But what they do is that they add extra context and extra scenes in between everything in order to kind of create more of a cohesive story between all of it.
Sure.
A lot of context is added to the material adapting Weiss's character trailer. Specifically, we are introduced to her father, her mother, and Whitley.
Yeah. You know, something about Ice Queendom makes me think it's going to be maybe a little bit Weiss focused.
A little more Weiss than we normally get.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. But yeah, no. They also added some scenes, like some extra scenes fleshing out what Yang and their father were doing while Ruby was handling the White Fang attack in the city.
Sure.
And yeah, I've also noticed that they've kind of toned down the humor in Ice Queendom. It's a little bit more straightforward in terms of tone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's like outright somber, but it's a lot more. It's a little bit more serious, I guess.
Sure.
But episode 1 was really good. I really liked episode 1. I really like some of the adaptational changes that they made. I see what they're kind of going for with it.
Sure.
And of course, you know, Ruby's first action scene is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like I will give the production of this anime one. Like I could give the production of this anime a lot of fucking things, but one thing is that they absolutely went all out on the animation, and I'm very happy about that.
Sure.
Like, if you're adapting Ruby into an anime and you're not getting like fucking amazing action animation, the fuck you even doing, dog?
Sure.
Because like Ruby is all about like fucking crazy ass action.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're not, you know, leaning into that in your production, like, you're kind of failing at what you're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, episode 1 of Ice Queendom is good, but I'm gonna wait until the dub comes out to watch the rest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till the dub's out to watch any of it because, like, I don't know, people keep asking me on the street, and I'm like, I don't have an opinion yet. I haven't seen it. I'm waiting, and they said it was gonna be a bit, so yeah. Because yeah.
Funny enough, Ruby's Japanese voice is actually less high pitched than her English voice.
Yeah. I'm aware.
Like it's not something you would expect.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, Ruby good. I like Ruby. Volume 4, I believe we talked about volumes 1 through 3 on the last episode, but volume 4 is more of a transitional volume.
Sure.
Considering that, like, you know, everything went to shit in volume 3, and, you know, a lot of the characters kind of have to process, like, the shit that they went through in volume 3.
I don't like calling it a transitional volume, though, because of just how much character stuff and how much world building stuff is in volume 4.
I mean, I call it transitional mostly in regards to how the characters, like, yeah, there is a lot of development and there's a lot of world building, but a lot of it is, like, building up to stuff that is going to be taken care of in future volumes. Or at least I assume.
Sure.
So, like, that's why I call it transitional. That's not a detriment, and that's not a criticism. It's just is how I perceive it.
Sure.
It's not meant to
Also-
take away from the season.
Also, I suppose if you look at like what literally happens in each of like the fucking 5 plot lines of Volume 4, they don't move a whole lot, but like it also juggles so much that like it doesn't feel any less dense. But I
It's
think it feels more
very
dense.
busy. It's very busy.
Yeah. Well, it's juggling like 4 story, technically 5, 5, maybe even 6 if you count like the villain stuff. Like,
Yeah,
it's juggling
yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like a lot of like shit going on with the White Fang and shit.
Yeah, that's not what I was talking about, but yes.
I mean, among other fucking things.
Yeah, no, I was talking like the Council of Evil people,
Yeah.
which are not like that's not the White Fang. It's completely separate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, that's a thing you did.
Yeah, and I honestly, at this point, I feel like Ruby gets kind of a bad reputation for like no reason.
Yeah. Much like the Ariana Grande album of the same name.
Y'all be sleeping on some good shit over here.
Yeah, man. I've been saying that.
We've
been
been
saying-
new.
Mm-hmm. I've been.
Or at least you've been new.
I've been new. It's been. I've been the knowing man. I knew.
But yeah, Ruby's pretty
Kevin.
good.
Yeah, Kevin. The time has come.
The time has come for what, Zeke?
I'm sick and tired, Kevin. Every week, we ask the fine folks out there to send us questions, and we get nada, we get zilch, we get zippo. Okay, so I've had enough, Kevin. You know what? I have installed a new automated question generator module to Craig, and we're gonna get some random questions. We're gonna get some random questions to answer. Ask us, and then answer. We're the ones answering the questions. It's us.
All right, that sounds good. Let's go.
Craig, I'm going to need you to load your random question generator sequencing. Okay, you understand?
Affirmative.
Right. So, Kevin, are you ready?
I am ready, Zeke.
Craig, give us the first random question. Generate that question randomly, if you could, please.
Would you rather be stuck on a broken ski lift or a broken elevator?
Broken elevator, because at the very least I can move around and walk, and it's probably a lot less cold.
Right. But counterpoint, Kevin. In a broken elevator, you'd have to just piss on the floor. On a broken ski lift, you can just piss off the side.
That's also true. This is also true. Also, it depends on how long we're actually stuck there.
Yeah. That's true. Because it could get cold, but it could also get very hot. So, you know, I feel like if you're on a ski lift, you're probably already prepared for the cold. But if you're in an elevator, you might not be prepared for the heat as insofar as much as you can prepare for heat. I'm going broken ski lift, honestly.
Yeah, the ski lift does sound tempting.
Yeah.
That is one of the weirdest sentences I've said. The ski lift sounds tempting.
The pizza is aggressive.
Oh shit. Jimmy, your mom is dead. Go in order of pizza for dinner. Okay, Daddy.
Craig, load up the next question.
What's your earliest memory?
My earliest memory was trying to play a practical joke on my mom.
My earliest memory is throwing a toy truck at another kid in preschool.
Yeah. My thing was just like trying to convince my mom that it was my birthday when it was like June.
Yeah.
I was just goofing.
Did you think
with
that
her.
would work? Did you think that would work?
Nah, I was just goofing with her because I thought it was funny.
Wasn't?
I mean, I was like, what, 2 or 3? Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, to you. But everything's hilarious to You have no you have zero standards. Speaking of zero standards, Craig, next question.
What's the worst movie you've ever seen?
Oh, dear God. Okay, that depends on a number of factors, but
I'll have to check my letterbox.
I think the worst movie I've seen is probably The Room, but like my least favorite movie is Transformers 5.
Well, you lost faith in the primes, Kevin.
I'm going to strangle you.
So I'm looking at my letterbox, and the only 2 films that are into half star for me, and that's Rise of Skywalker and Hop.
Hop is pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah. Hop is not good. I'm going with Rise of Skywalker, honestly, though.
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker is fucking putrid. Ugh.
It's very bad. It's very bad.
It's barely a film.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it, and I still don't feel like I've seen it, and that's probably the worst thing you can see about any movie.
Yep. The worst
Same.
thing, like, yeah, I can understand Rise of Skywalker. In fact, I might even agree. Because the one thing I felt after watching that movie was that the entire previous 5 years of the sequel trilogy was a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
Like, that is the worst thing you can feel coming out of a trilogy, is that you've wasted your time.
Yeah. Craig, next question.
What's on your bucket list this year?
I really want to squeeze in a replay of Dying Light 1 at some point.
That's a really good. That's really good.
Yeah. Especially since they updated with that 60 FPS patch, bro!
Oh!
See, if they can update a 2015 game to be 60 FPS on PlayStation 5, what the fuck is FromSoft's excuse?
Just unlock. Just unlock that frame rate.
The people want 60 FPS Bloodborne. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, for me, what is like the biggest thing that I want to do this year? I mean, I'm gonna be going with some friends to go see Dragon Ball Superhero in theaters next month, so that is a thing.
Is that really a bucket list item?
Not really, but it is a fun thing that I'm doing that I'm hoping I can do.
That wasn't the question, Kevin. It's the bucket list. Pull from the bucket. That's like an on the counter list thing. I believe in you, Kevin. You can reach inside that bucket and pull out that list and be like, yes, one of those things.
You know,
it's like a less concrete thing.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll finish Hollow Knight.
Okay, yeah, that's a bucket list thing.
I mean,
the council of me, myself, and I has accepted this.
Like I feel like I'm kind of like warming up to actually getting back to that now.
Yeah.
Of course, it's been so fucking long that I'm gonna have to start over, but I wasn't that far in to begin with, so.
Yeah.
Like it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
If I start over.
No, of course not. Craig, next question.
What is something you can never seem to finish?
Hollow Knight.
Let me tell you a little story. Let me tell you something about an anime called K. I have infamously tried to finish K, like on 4 separate occasions, and I always seem to duck out for some reason around episode 7 or 8. No idea why. It's the K curse. It's the curse, but with a K.
The curse with a K, yeah.
Yeah. No idea why. No inclination why. Craig, next question.
Do you have any unusual fears?
That's... I mean, like, unusual? Not really.
No, I feel like most of my fears are pretty common, and if they're not common, they're understandable. So,
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, not really, no.
yeah.
Craig, next question.
He's loading it.
What's the one thing that you seem to constantly lose?
My mice.
Yeah. My vaccination card.
I still have my vaccination card, dude.
I think I know where it is. I'm pretty sure.
Speaking of vaccination, I need to go out and get my Pfizer booster.
All right, you never got your first booster?
No. I got the 2 doses, like 2 initial jabs, and
Yeah, it's been long enough. You should probably get that.
I'm on 6 months now, so I can get my booster now.
I'm in a weird spot where it's like they've kind of said that like a 4th shot really doesn't have that much benefit over the 3rd. So I'm kind of waiting until they get like those updated like BA variant shots out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my plan. Come on, Craig, come on.
What do you know how to do that's useless?
Do you have any useless skills, Kevin?
What is a really good fucking useless skill? I can move my kneecap around without hurting.
Huh? Like maybe like a double jointed knee?
Yeah, I not really. Like I could just like, if I stretch my leg out and I just like relax the muscles, I can just like use my finger and just like move the kneecap around. It's weird. No one else I know can do that.
That's weird and doesn't sound healthy.
Yeah. I have some weird things going on medically, and I'm trying to get them all figured out. I'm a fucked up individual. Go figure.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a strange body that does strange things.
This is true. This is a factual statement.
What destination is at the top of your list to visit?
Tokyo, Japan. Or more specifically, Akihabara, I guess. But that's not Tokyo.
A standalone Orange Julius. All I see are the Dairy Queen hybrid ones, and I don't want that. I want the authentic Orange Julius experience. They prepare it different. It's a thing. Look it up.
What's the version that you put into Killer Connect?
What's the Sanguinelli Augustus, Kevin?
Sanguinelli Augustus, that's what it was.
The Sanguinelli Augustus is a totally different beverage. That uses blood oranges. Get it?
I can't believe I haven't been to a standalone Sanguinelli Augustus.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I gotta look into that because I want to rank all the Orange Juliuses, Kevin. Something that's got to happen.
It's
like 9 flavors.
It's got
to happen. I thought it was gonna be nice and easy because there's one right around the corner from work, but no, it's a fucking Dairy Queen hybrid.
And that's like Orange Julius, but weak.
They don't use simple syrup at the Dairy Queen hybrid locations. They use like the Misty Slush crap.
Which is not a true Orange Julius, you liars.
Mm-hmm, that is heresy.
Heretical.
Mm-hmm. The council will not stand for this.
What law have you broken the most in your life?
Nice try, Craig.
Ha, you're not gonna give me that easy.
You can't fucking snitch on us, Craig.
Oh, darn it.
Yep.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
What is the last thing that you...
Come on.
totally overreacted to?
When Kevin admitted that he can't count boxes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay.
No, that was my answer. You got to come up with your own answer.
Yeah. God, that is a really good question. It was probably something on Twitter, honestly, because that happens a lot on Twitter.
Yeah, it encourages that. It's part of the. It's how they get. You're part of the algorithm, Kevin.
I am, and this is not a good thing. And yet.
Are you currently going through any type of phase?
Oh, okay. So it wasn't something that I like overreacted to, but I did have fun like dunking on a random like Marvel Twitter guy that just came for a fight in Charme Cry's mentions, and like I ended up getting dragged into it, and I just started ratioing it back.
Okay, cool story, bro. Anyway.
Speaking of Twitter, are you aware that the Norm of the North Twitter has gone absolutely fucking crazy?
Yeah, I'm the one that retweeted that.
Let's see. They fired me months ago. Norm has just finished reading the Communist Manifesto. Norm has been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. What's the worst thing I could tweet right now? My Norm is North AF right now.
Yeah, same.
Y'all are not ready, and it's just Norm of the North in the Supreme jacket. I can literally tweet anything I want. I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Okay, I guess we're just skipping that question. Whatever.
Hey, you can ask the next question. You can tell me to stop anytime.
They did ask the next question. He did.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Well, I didn't hear it. What was it?
Too bad you don't get it. You don't get it now. Next question.
What is something you own that you have never owned?
What?
Oh, hold on. Try reapply diagnostic tool.
What is something you own that you have never used?
Okay. What is something you own that you've never owned?
Is this a riddle? Something we own that we've never used.
Something I own.
Well, I have a shitload of fucking PS3 games I've never played, so.
Yeah, I've got a few like anime Blu-rays that I haven't actually watched yet. And it was shit that I got off like a Sentai Filmbook sale. Let's see, there's like, I have not seen past like episode 3 of Nadia: The Secret of Blue Water. I have not seen season 2 of Chaika. There are a few others that I own, but like none that I know like right off the top of my head.
I own the entire Lost Planet trilogy.
And you haven't played a damn one of them.
No. Yeah, I have a lot of games I haven't played.
Hey, you can finally see the Fall of the Lost Planet series.
Hey, don't dictate what my opinion on Lost Planet is.
I'm just telling you what the opinion of other people is on the Lost Planet series.
You know I don't care about the opinions of other people.
True. This is true.
These are true facts.
You can see the hand of Inafune at work. God damn it, that was muted. Fuck.
What do you find extremely difficult that most people find simple?
Whistling, honestly.
Finding a reason to live.
Oh, we're just being real now. Okay.
Not kidding. I have many reasons to live.
Oh, we're just being real. Okay.
Yeah. No, that was.
I'm over here like, oh, I don't know how to whistle very well, and you're just like, I don't know how to live.
No, that was just to bait you.
It's like, damn, dudes, fucking simmer down.
I have too many reasons to live, if anything.
What's something that you believe that most other people don't?
I think we live in a simulation.
Birds aren't real.
I mean, that goes without saying, Kevin.
I mean, it's part of the simulation.
Sure. Well, I mean, yeah, in the sense that everything is, yeah.
True, yeah, true.
So, not cheating, but whatever.
Where is the strangest place you have fallen asleep?
I have fallen asleep at the food stamp office before.
What? Why?
I was stuck waiting there for hours trying to get shit done there one time. This was like years and years ago when I was like 18, 19 or whatever. And
Yeah.
I was so tired that I just nodded off.
Yeah.
And I woke up just in time to hear them call my name up to the front.
I fell asleep at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I was 2 years old, so.
Oh, you fell asleep at Shapeland.
Don't spoil it, Kevin! Jeez. Fucking spoil it, Jesus.
What is that noise in the background? What the fuck?
Oh, that's the air conditioner. It's doing something. Let me throw something at it. Did that help?
Yeah, there's this itty bitty little high-pitched whine. It'll get covered up in post. Don't worry about it.
No, I've got it. Hold on. Throw this. I think I got it. Did that do it?
No, it's still happening. What the fuck?
I can keep throwing stuff. Hold on.
It keeps getting worse every time you do that.
No, that doesn't make any sense, Kevin. Hold on. Damn it. I thought I had more bottles. I had cans. Hold on. Try this. No. Try this one. Shit, I might have liquid in it.
Okay, hold up.
Is it fixing?
Yeah, I think we're good now.
See, I told you throwing shit worked.
You know what? You know your air conditioner better than I do.
It's true.
So I'm not gonna argue with what works.
Mm-hmm. Greg?
What's something that is is?
What is what?
What is something that is? No, I just skipped out. Hold on. Try it again, buddy.
What's something that is common today that humans will be embarrassed about doing in 50 years?
TikTok.
Car dependency, hopefully.
Hopefully, you'd think.
Yeah.
We need more trains, more infrastructure.
A lot of potential answer to that question. Let's get us some super blocks up in the club, and also around the club, in the civic zone around the club, and also other places that aren't clubs. Anyway, I think that's enough. That's enough auto-generated questions. We got to save some.
I think that'll do.
Yeah, we got to save some of the infinitely generated auto questions for another time.
Another day, another time, another episode.
Yep. That sounds like a segment done to me, Kevin.
Yeah, I think that'll do.
Stay tuned to the Gaijin show. Hey, welcome back to the Gaijin show. Only 2 fucks, unfortunately.
Yeah, fuck number 3 is currently occupied.
Craig doesn't count as a fuck. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Anyway, you had news?
Yes, there is some news. So I believe we mentioned it last episode.
Sure.
But Hungrybox, or HBox, as we mentioned it last time.
Yeah.
The HBox So last episode we mentioned that he came to a Super Smash Bros. Melee event, coughing up blood, not wearing a mask, and we were wondering, it's like, why hasn't anything been done about this? Why is he being allowed to do this? So Hungrybox has now been banned from all future St. Louis, Missouri Melee events. Just St. Louis, nowhere
Damn, bro.
else.
Yeah. No arches for him.
Damn.
That's the only thing I know about St. Louis is they have the arches.
Yeah. But
A Resistance 3 level takes place there.
Oh, really? Sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hungrybox has been banned from all future St. Louis Melee events, which, damn, bro, should have worn a mask at the very least. Or maybe just not come if you were going to be coughing up fucking blood.
Yeah, if you're coughing blood, just don't go places.
Just stay home.
Other than maybe the hospital.
Yeah, there are two places you should be, either home or hospital, no in between.
Well, it's time for the Reddit dev, Kevin.
Yeah, baby.
Now, we've run into a bit of a problem here, Kevin, because I went out of my way to get the hottest, juiciest deets. But unfortunately, Saradin decided to not show up.
Aw, man.
So, I don't want to waste all the best stories when he's gone. So, I'm gonna look through my list of saved Reddit posts, and I'm gonna find the bottom of the barrel. We're gonna just a fucking throwaway episode, really.
We're gonna keep all the best ones for when Saradin is actually here.
Sure. That's what I'm implying, yes.
Share with the boy.
Yeah. I mean, we want to get the live Saradin reaction, so.
Of course.
Yeah. So, let's start with Anita. Am I the asshole for not taking my kid to a class that his mom signed him up for?
Okay, alright.
I have split custody of my 8-year-old son with his mother. We have a set schedule in place, and what she does on her time is her business and vice versa. My son has expressed interest in cooking. There are some places that offer cooking classes for kids, and they happen to fall on days when I have him. I keep those days free because he already has a full schedule of camp, playdates, and swimming. I leave gaps in his schedule so I can spend one-on-one time with him. My ex and I share our calendars with each other. So what does she do? She signs him up for a cooking class on a day that I have him and during my dad and son time. To add insult to injury, she also wants to show up at his cooking class to watch him cook. She did not run this by me, so I told her that our son will not go to cooking class. I could move things around to make it happen, but I won't because she has zero business messing my calendar up and then popping in on the day that I have him. She said this was no different than when I signed him up for flag football this summer and one of the practices falls on her day and I show up to his game. I said we both agreed to flag football. There was no discussion about the cooking class. Plus, what does she need to show up to a cooking class for? Now she wants me to refund her cancellation fee if my son drops out. My son would be interested in cooking classes, but definitely not as interested in a rock climbing class. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, see, I'm looking at what the wife is doing here, or the ex-wife at this point. And she's impeding, like, he makes a very good point. The whole flag football thing, that was already, like, decided upon between the two of them, and there was, like, an actual conversation. This is just her encroaching on his time alone with his son.
Sure.
Without even asking whether or not it was okay to begin with. Like, that's kind of a dick move. Even if you are separated, even if you are divorced, if you have split custody of your kid, you need to communicate about, how visitation days work and, how that, all goes. And also, why the fuck do you need to be there for a goddamn cooking class?
Right.
Oh, right, I didn't give my verdict. Not the asshole.
So, Reddit's top comment was basically info asking, what does your son want?
That is a good point. That is a good point.
I know you don't care about children's opinions, so, I mean, it makes sense that you'd give your verdict already. But then OP decided to make some comments that, well, let's just say he has negative karma.
Oh no! Oh, am I gonna have to switch my? Oh no!
No, you're locked in. I've just decided that ruling now.
No!
Right. So basically, someone just asked info. What does your son want? And he replies, is cooking class something that interests him? Yes. Would he rather spend time with me? Yes. He has negative 543 down karma on that one.
Oof.
And someone replies, have you asked him what he wants? Not would you rather spend time with me or go to cooking class, but genuinely, what would you like to do? I don't know your kid, but it's really easy to influence your child's answer, particularly when parents are arguing about the subject in question. If it's something he showed interested in the past, I'd strongly suggest making it work somehow. The lack of communication was a shit move on your ex's part, but don't inadvertently punish your son for that. Looking at OP's page, every comment he's made has been petty and in bad faith. So I'm looking at his comment list. So of course, this got me thinking. What the fuck is on his comment history? So I'm just gonna load up these comments one by one, and they're associating. So the same question was posed by someone else. Info: what if you go with him? Make sure it's father-son time, or why not do it at home? Learn to cook together. And he replies: obviously, I go with him since it's my day, and the class is for kids, not daddy and me. So very snappy answers.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Someone asked. So the same person I was talking about earlier, where they were basically like just ask him what he'd like to do, and he replied, quote, my son wants to go to Legoland, should I buy tickets for him to go in on his mom's time? And he has negative 500
no. Yeah, no. I'm switching. You're the asshole. Fuck you. Oh god. You fucking passive aggressive dick.
Someone replies, using your kid to spite your ex is harmful to your child. Be a better parent.
Like, honestly, Jesus. Yeah, no. Be a better parent.
He keeps making up these hypotheticals. He said he wants to go to the aquarium. Should I buy tickets on one of the days he's with mom? It does not matter. It's my time, not his mom's. What was that in response to? Hold on.
What did this dude go to the fucking Ben Shapiro School of Debate? What the fuck?
So someone said, everyone sucks here. What does your son want? That should be the focus, not scorekeeping with your ex. I appreciate that she should have told you about this, but you shouldn't let your irritation get in the way of your son pursuing this hobby. I'm not sure why she needs to show up, though, if it's your day. I'd tell her that if you want to go alone with your son to the cooking class since it's your day, you may want to involve a lawyer if she keeps breaking your agreement. And he just responds, it does not matter. It's my time, not his mom's. And then someone's like, isn't it also his time?
Yeah, bad luck, buddy. Fuck this.
Yeah. And he keeps bringing up hypotheticals like he wants to explore a volcano. He wants a trip to Disneyland. Discuss what? In my time is my time, not hers. That's like saying she should have a discussion with me on how I'm going to spend her money.
Why did you come to Reddit to try and figure out your relationship drama, and then you are proceeding to not want to figure out your relationship drama? What the fuck is wrong with you, sir?
Yeah, so my verdict is everyone sucks here, and this kid is fucked.
Yeah, sorry you got born into the wrong family, kiddo.
Yeah, good luck. Come in our podcast in like 8-10 years. Or right now. I honestly don't have a preference.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Like, let's bring on the fucking. How old is this kid?
8.
Yeah, bring on the 8-year-old.
Yeah, we'd love it. Add it to the list. So yeah, everyone sucks here.
Yeah, I'll agree there.
Yeah, except the kid. He wants to go to Legoland. That's pretty cool.
Legoland is based.
I don't know if that was a real thing or something.
Based in Master Build.
Yeah. I don't know if that's real or something his dad made up to spite his ex. Very likely. I don't know. Anyway, next one. Read this.
Am I the asshole for having rules about our daughter? My wife and I, 30s. What
You
age? That's not how you do it. That's not the
cheating.
format.
Cheating. You think there's no difference between a 31-year-old and a 39-year-old? There's a difference. Go on.
Give me a moment. Okay. My wife and I, 30s, recently had our first child, a girl. How old is the girl?
Oh, this is fucking... Oh, these people don't know how to do Reddit.
My wife is a BIPOC. I am white. We are in the U.S. BIPOC, for the record, stands for Black, Indigenous, and Person of Color.
Excuse me, it's not your job to educate them.
I'm educating you, bitch!
I know what it means!
Okay. Our rules around our daughter boil down to trying to raise a biracial daughter in a supportive environment. Stick to positive words of affirmation. We don't want her internalizing things like being called silly for doing normal baby things. 2. Avoid names and terms with racist connotations. Monkey is not on the table regardless of context. Edit. Like I said, monkey as a name/descriptor for her isn't allowed. The no context threw people off. Yes, you can point at a monkey and say, look, a monkey. Comparing her to one is what we're not allowing. No excessive pressure to perform. If she doesn't want to smile, that's fine. If she's at the cusp of a milestone, let her achieve it organically. Cheering, but no pushing. I also requested that my parents, 50s, divorced, again, not following the format, read a book or two about raising BIPOC children or about racism in the US in general. I read these books as well. I try to make all requests sensitively, as well as any rule reminders. My mom's reception to these books was a bit flat, but she did, far as I know, read a book or two. We did have to sit down once just to review the rules. Neutral location, after an activity, shit sandwich approach of compliments, concern, compliments, whatever. As an adult, I've realized she's the guilt trip / passive aggressive type of parent / person.
This guy took one fucking semester of psychology.
My wife's parents have not been an issue on these fronts. My dad recently visited while she did her first good solid standing during his visit, organically, and was right
Whatever
at the
fuck that means.
And was right at the cusp of taking steps unsupported. Video / photos were sent to family.
Oh, that's the stupidest way of saying she learned to walk.
My mom came yesterday. From the start, she went hard on walk to grandma. We redirected, moved her to play area, walk to my wife or I, etc. My mom continued, and my daughter eventually took her first steps toward my mom. After the visit, my wife and I talked. We were unhappy because it was coerced so strongly and almost felt purposeful. Oh my god, what the fuck? Like, my mom was on a mission. Note, wife's parents there for first good crawl, my dad just here for solid standing. I'm sure there was a bit of a sting over our daughter walking towards my mom as well, though.
No!
Nobody
Nobody cares! Nobody thinks about these things! You are a psychopath!
This is so dumb! So I texted my mom. Oh, I'm gonna keep going. I ain't stop until I'm done here. So I texted my mom to reiterate that we want our daughter to hit her milestones organically.
No, quote unquote organically. We don't.
No.
This term does not deserve the genuineness of saying it flat.
My mom's response felt a bit flat, so I added, because honestly, we felt a bit robbed by what you did and don't want it to happen again. My mom's response was, 1, it wasn't...
Oh my god, this guy really fucking loves bullet points.
1, it wasn't her intention, it was just her reaction to our daughter's standing. 2, she feels like she's under constant scrutiny. 3, she barely gets to see our daughter. 4, maybe she should stay away for everyone's sake. I just responded with, I'm sorry you feel that way. I hate it when people do that.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Stop it. I'm sorry you feel that way. We would still love to see you at planned get-together, which I know isn't an actual apology. Then why'd you fucking say it? So am I the asshole for having rules about my daughter? Am I the asshole because I responded flatly to my mom's manipulative response? Am I the asshole for feeling robbed by the coercion to walk to grandma versus even just walk in general?
So before we read the edits, let's read some responses.
Alright. Top comment, most awarded. You're the asshole. You're being way too extra about this. Your mom saying walk to grandma isn't coercion. If anything, it's encouragement. Also, chances are your kid didn't understand what she was saying anyway. You sound like you're on the road to being overprotective parents and you need to chill for your kid's sake. Agreed, I'm a person of color and this seems all wildly excessive. OP is doing too much.
Yeah, like fucking... Okay, if you have like a fucking... a literal baby, and you say walk to grandma, okay, that's not a pressure to perform. It's a baby. It can't internalize those feelings yet.
All the baby hears is blah, 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 like positive sounds, and you're motioning towards them. So like, they're just gonna do that. Like it's not that fucking complicated. You're overcomplicating this. Can I read the edits now?
I'm trying to scroll down to some. This is a very long chain of comments here. I'm trying to see. Like,
it really is. Yeah, I noticed.
I'm sorry, but you're the asshole. I truly get the anxiety of being first-time parents, but you have got, in italics, to chill. No words with racist connotations. It's great. The book's a bit much. Whatever. Policing her to the extent that she can't say something is, quote, silly, or encouraging your daughter to walk towards her is way, way over the top. If you parent a particular way at home, it will have an impact on your daughter. That you want without having to make every single... It'll have the impact on your daughter that you want without having to make sure every single other adult around her does the exact same things. It would be exhausting and miserable to try to spend time with your child in these conditions, and I understand why she'd think it's maybe better just to give up. Breathe. Unclench. Try not to micromanage every single experience your child is ever going to have. The benefit of having a parent who isn't constantly hovering and anxious is much more important than anything else you've listed here, except maybe the racism, but I mean, you can do it all. Read the edits.
Edit 1. I've set up a call to chat with Mom to clear the air and see whether there is a way forward. I've absolutely taken to heart everyone's comments and I've tried to respond to some of them. There's more nuance than I could include, but at the end of the day, the YTA are rolling in without stop, so I'm examining my parenting and everything and working to improve.
Let's find out how!
Edit 2. I lost the comment, but someone asked if I was really learning from this because I was only responding to the not the asshole or no assholes here comments. Ironically, I guess I wanted to start in a safe space and take baby steps. I think some of the nuance... Yeah.
That is funny.
I think some of the nuance and context was lost in translation, and those comments I think either picked up on that or again felt like a safe place to start with my learning/change. But, big but, that has not stopped me from reevaluating myself, the situation, our rules, etc. I also get how red herring the whole books on racism thing sounded, since it didn't apply to this direct situation. For the people that asked, yes, my dad read them, and his response was much more engaged and accepting, which may have affected my perception of my mom's response. My dad and my relationship with him is a whole different story, and something I'm going to include in my therapy as well. I get that some people think it's over the top, but 2020 taught me a lot about myself and where I was in development, with acknowledging racism and my own white fragility. and whether my parents were, and where my parents were. It was necessary. My in-laws were not assigned reading about racism, though books specifically on biracial black and white children could help. So if anyone cares, 1. Again, more bullet points. This dude loves bullet points.
He's the bullet point man.
1. I'm setting up a consult with a counselor/therapist because I need to work through my relationship with my mom in the short term, and my anxiety and controlling behaviors in the long term. I see these behaviors in myself and want to correct them. I don't know how my mother-son relationship is going to go, but we want to foster the granddaughter-grandmother relationship if we can. 2. We were making sure there is nuance to the rules. I think this part was lost, but the silly rule was just that we didn't want that as her term of endearment. Maybe that's still too controlling on its own, but we totally agree that a toddler acting funny/goofy/silly gets to be called silly. She can want to be silly, etc. The monkey thing was also an our birds aren't real thing.
Not an r/birds aren't real thing. Which they aren't.
Which we're trying to figure out a more nuanced approach, because at some point it's likely she will completely and innocently, as a child, want to play like a monkey, and we don't want to shut down that creativity. On that note, I also want... Part 3. On that note, I also don't want to be a helicopter parent or bulldozer parent. We're working to make sure that we create a safe space, not a bubble. We don't want our daughter to be treated as internalized fragility, and she'll need to be able to deal with life's challenges on her own. Progress, I guess, but, like, you're still coming at everything from a really weird angle.
Yeah, fucking... Just chill out, bro. Just fucking chill out, man.
Undo the calamity that are your memories. Like, come on, please.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, like... YTA for what happened, but, like, I mean... good for you. Good on you for recognizing. I'm sure your fucking therapist is going to tell you a lot more than we could. So, I mean, you know.
True, we're just people on the internet.
Yeah, I just, I'm so unnerved by your exceedingly calculating and also weirdly, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-depreciating approach to parenting. Like you almost have this guy almost feels like he's apologizing for having a mixed daughter, and I'm like, don't.
Yeah, that's not okay, bro. That's not cool.
It seems like he's conditioned himself into thinking that he's a lesser parent unless he does all of this shit, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, that's not true.
Like, yeah, parenting's complicated, but this isn't the right approach to that complexity, you know.
This dude attended one fucking seminar about white privilege and it changed his entire outlook.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But not in the funny way that Beavis and Butthead changed their outlook, but like in the weird, like overly cautious way that you normally see.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's our advice. Learn from Beavis and Butthead.
Excuse us, we have white privilege. Stand aside.
It's like, hey, yeah, you didn't know. Neither do we. All right. Next one. If it'll load. All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to eat a dish my boyfriend pre-ordered at a restaurant? Pre-ordered is a weird way to say that, but I guess it's what happened.
Ordered ahead, I guess? I don't know.
No. Pre-order your meal. Augment your
pre-order your meal and get a 10% discount with the code FUCK20, I guess. I don't know.
I feel like this is stupid, but there's been a lot of drama because of it, so I just want some clarity on if I'm the asshole or not. Well, you've come to the right place. My boyfriend and I, both 22M. Oh, you're gay. I see. I get it now.
Ooh, yay, gay people.
Gay drama. The spiciest kind.
Hold on, let me get my gay voice on. There we go. Okay.
Oh, yep.
Okay, girlfriend, what's going on?
My boyfriend and I are currently on an extended weekend trip to celebrate finishing our exams yesterday and just unwind a bit. When we made plans a few weeks ago, he excitedly told me that he knew a great restaurant for a Peking duck, and I asked if I wanted him to make a reservation there, and I said sure, not thinking anything of it and pretty much forgetting about it until yesterday evening. I don't want to share too much about where we live and where we went, but basically we left immediately after our morning exams and got on a train that took about 6 hours. What the fuck? You went 6 hours to a reservation? To a restaurant? What?
That's just weird.
Okay. Got on a train. It took us about 6 hours. When we got to the hotel, we unpacked. The hotel? Is this going to a restaurant or are you going on vacation? I don't...
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah. We unpacked, and after just chilling for half an hour, he told me he wanted to get ready and then go quickly not to miss our reservation at 7 p.m. It was a bit hectic, but we arrived on time. When we sat down, I looked at the menu and asked what he was thinking of getting. He looked at me confused and said, "Well, the duck, obviously. That's why we're here. But I mean, we can order some appetizers if you're very hungry." I told him, "Yeah, maybe some dim sum, some dim sum,
Maybe we should get
and
some dim sum.
some dim sum." And I was thinking of
Some
having
dim
the
sum.
spicy noodles. And he said, "Then what do you mean? We're both having the duck." To which I told him I was really feeling the duck, but he could go ahead and order it himself. And he got kind of snappy with me, though not anything crazy, and told me that Peking duck was a dish that had to be pre-ordered and that they also don't do half portions. It's a whole duck. He wasn't going to be able to eat all of it. I asked if he could get something else, and he said, "No, we already agreed to pay for it by pre-ordering." He also asked me to just get the duck so it wouldn't be wasted. I told him I'm sorry, I didn't know that, but I don't want to eat the duck. He then got really mad, saying that he explicitly asked me if I wanted to do this, and that if I didn't, he wouldn't have made this reservation and spent €80 on a duck I wasn't going to eat. I told him again, sorry, but I wasn't going to eat the duck. For the rest of the dinner, he pretty much gave me the cold shoulder, and now he's not really talking to me. Am I the asshole?
This sounds like just a really bad miscommunication.
Yeah. You know what would help with that? Edits. 4 edits!
Ooh, okay.
Actually, it's 1 edit, but it's more bullet points. I guess he's talking to the other guy. Wow. Really didn't think I'd wake up to over 2,000 comments. Nobody does. I did read them all, and it seems like people... Oh! Whoa. That's some dedication. It seems like people are really split on this. Just a few clarifications, because some people seem to get the wrong impression. Number 1, we did not travel 6 hours to eat at a restaurant. We wanted to travel to the city, and he happened to know of a restaurant he wanted to go to if we were going to go anyway. 2, I did, of course, pay for my half of the meal, including the duck. I didn't stick him with a bill or anything like that. I mean, you kind of did, because he had to eat the duck by himself, am I right? He stuck him with the bill. Ducks have bills, that's the joke. 3,
Yeah, I get the joke,
Yeah. Well, now you're acknowledging it is making it not funny, Kevin.
Oh.
3, I asked him to not take leftovers because we don't have a fridge. But when I pointed out that he completely agreed, neither of us wanted to have the duck just sitting in the hotel room. 4, I said I normally love duck, but I wasn't feeling it, and that's true. But just to explain where I'm coming from, I have an easily upset stomach, and duck is a very rich, fatty food. I didn't feel like it because I didn't want to upset my stomach after the train ride. I do understand the perspective that I should have eaten it anyway, but honestly, if I had known how big of an issue it was going to be, I would have. I wasn't trying to be petulant or make this a power play.
Yeah,
I mean, you seem like a conscientious gent. Bit of just a communication problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no assholes here, honestly.
Yeah, it's just one of those fucking things that happens, you know.
Shit happens. Like it was a moment of bad communication, and it kind of turned sour. That's just how it happens sometimes. No real bad guys here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just scrolling through the comments here. Most people are just getting caught up on the fact that he didn't know you had to pre-order Peking duck, which apparently is a very common thing to know.
I didn't know that.
I knew that.
Well,
or rather,
then.
I would have made the assumption that something like that would have to be pre-ordered.
Yeah, that is fair.
Yeah. I also work at a restaurant that serves duck, so I mean, I know.
There you go. You have an inside. You have an inside look at the thing.
I would have made that assumption anyway. But yeah. No assholes here, just general communication issues.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, y'all. It was a minor mistake. Get over it.
Make out. Do whatever. Get some Peking dick instead.
Be gay. Do crimes.
Sure. Next one.
Alrighty. Am I... Oh, this is not an Am I the Asshole. This is a Tifu.
No. It's a motherfucking Tifu!
Small Tifu. Small.
Yeah.
Today I fucked up by showing my brother the intricacies of a tampon. Obligatory, this just happened and I am traumatized.
Are you really... It's a small Tifu. Are you really traumatized? It's a small Tifu.
My 22-year-old brother had never seen a tampon before. Being the good sister I am, I went and got one of my tampons to show him what it looked like and how it was used. We got a glass, filled it up with water, and we went on with the demonstration. Upon looking at the tampon in the glass, I realized with pure horror that there were bugs in the cotton. What the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? The package looked completely sealed when I opened it. I went back after this finding and looked at the other end of the wrapper and found the tiniest of holes. We only found said hole by filling the wrapper with water and squeezing. How in the hell did the bugs even fit through that damn hole, if it can even be called a hole? I am so happy I didn't use that tampon for its intended purpose. Girl, you got lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Though after the horrors of what I just witnessed, I may never use tampons again. TLDR demonstrated how tampons were used in a glass of water, which revealed bugs in the cotton of the tampon. Edit. I have a picture and would add it, but I can't figure out how. Edit number 2. I put the photo on my profile page. It's labeled as the stuff of nightmares.
I'm trying to find... Oh, wait, here it is. Hold on.
Yeah, put it in lobby chat so I can see exactly how fucking bad this is.
Yeah. Weirdly, they decided to edit out everything of the photo but the tampon, which is interesting. Man, everyone on our server is going to think we're fucking insane for this, but yeah, here it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that is fucking gnarly. Yeah, I'll put that in the... I'll put that in the video. Okay.
Hold on, I gotta type.
We're talking about ITAs. This isn't weird.
Before everyone asks why I'm posting a picture of a tampon with bugs in it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Yeah, I tampon users of the world, I would look at it before you do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
I am not a tampon user. If I was a tampon user, I would probably inspect. I have a general policy of inspecting pretty much anything before I insert it inside myself, regardless of orifice,
Yeah, that's generally a good thing to do. And you probably should have done that before, yeah, you got really lucky that you didn't put
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. I love how she prefaced it by, the mistake was, I made a mistake by showing my brother how to use a tampon. Oh, it can't be that bad. There were bugs in it. Oh no. But the thing is, I can't say that's a fuck up because at the very least you didn't use that one for its intended purpose, so you kind of saved yourself, if anything.
You know what? This is the opposite of a fuck up. You avoided the fuck up. This post is disqualified.
Disqualified. Also, it's a good thing that you showed your brother this because now he knows to look like if he ever gets a girlfriend who, requires tampons or whatever, he can tell her to inspect them first to make sure there are no bugs in it. So, hey, it actually works out in everyone's favor.
Yeah, and if he ever gets an ex-girlfriend, he'll know that bugs in the women don't check the tampons before they insert them, so that he can insert the bugs. Sneak some bugs in there. I can't wait for his pro-revenge post. Pro-revenge snuck bugs into the tampons.
What in the fuck? Next one.
Look, no, I gotta write that down. It's probably the title.
Okay.
Alright, next one. Am I the asshole for feeding a child that is not mine raw milk? Let's lay it down. I, 36F, live on a homestead with my husband and 2 daughters. Homesteading is super important to me, getting in touch with the land and growing our own food. We have a garden and chickens. It's all been really beneficial to the mental and physical health of our family. However, we're not an unschooling type of family. Our daughters attend the local public school system. This weekend, our oldest daughter, Lily, 9F, invited over a friend for a play date. Lily, 9F, invited a friend over for a play date. We live in an area where not everyone has gardens and animals, so it's usually a delight when kids come over. Parents, of course, know about our homestead since we're pretty vocal in our smaller community. Lily's friend Sam, 9am, enjoyed talking to our chickens, helping Lily collect eggs, playing in the backyard. The play date was a few hours, so I prepared lunch for Lily and Sam. Cucumber sandwiches and chocolate milk. Chocolate milk was raw milk from a neighboring homestead and organic cocoa powder. My family strongly believes in raw milk. It's healthy and not dangerous. It's also local. It's a bit of a mini activism thing since it's illegal in our state. Also, we simply don't have pasteurized milk. No purpose buying it, especially if it's not local. When serving the two lunch, Sam asked if the milk was from our cow. I said we don't have a cow, but it's from our friend's cow. It's called raw milk. It's super good for you. He seemed interested. The two finished lunch and the playdate with no issue. Later, I get a call from Sam's mom, nearly screaming at me. She told me Sam told her about the raw milk. I put her son in danger by giving him something not safe for her son, making some illegal in our state. I calmly explained the benefits, but she said Sam will not be coming again soon. I'm sure she's telling other moms. I feel horrible, but raw milk is just the norm in my family, and I don't mentally view it as dangerous. Really isn't. I'm morally conflicted. I want my daughters to have a good social life and children to feel comfortable in our home, but I also want to not demonize a natural product. Am I the asshole?
I want to hear what Reddit thinks about this.
Okay. Top comment. I'm going to leave aside my opinion on raw versus pasteurized milk. Why is my voice cracking? I'm 28. I'm going to leave aside my opinion on raw versus pasteurized milk. The fact is this. You gave a child who is not your child a food substance which is illegal in your state without consulting that child's parent. Yes, you're the asshole.
Yeah, like, you've specifically specified that it's illegal in your state. Like, come on, man.
So someone else says, I only drank raw milk for the first few years of my life, first from our cow, then from a local dairy. As an adult, I sometimes get raw milk from a local dairy after putting significant time and effort into understanding the science, state laws, and how that particular dairy handles their cow's milk and safety. I also understand that it is not a risk-free product or purchase, and purchasing it involves signing a waiver that includes understanding these risks. I'm definitely pro-waiver, so people don't just accidentally stumble upon health issues. I completely agree with you. It's never okay to give someone else's child raw milk or any other unconventional risky food product. There is inherent risk, and OP is either ignorant or outright lying about understanding that.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling down because I want to see if there's like a scientist in the comments.
Science side of Reddit, what do you think?
Let's see here. Come on, there's gotta be a fucking scientist in here. Scientists, don't leave me hanging. Someone said some parents might want their children to avoid germs like brucella, Campylobacter, Cryptosporidium, E. coli, Listeria, and Salmonella. According to the CDC, kids and teenagers are at the biggest risk for foodborne illnesses. If raw milk is illegal where you live, it's for a reason. Even if OP's kids are fine with it, what if Sam was immunocompromised in some way? Sam could get seriously sick. Or what if Sam's parents just didn't want to explain the intricate politics of dairy farming in their state? It's not like not wanting to tell your kids about gay people. Some boys like boys, some girls like girls. Any questions? No. It's about explaining epidemiology, risk assessment, and the naturalistic fallacy to a 9-year-old. That is an involved lesson. There's strains of larger political beliefs that play into it. OP's kids being fine with it is just an example of survivorship bias. It's no different than saying we didn't wear seatbelts when we were kids, so we're fine. Seatbelts are unnecessary. It doesn't take into account all the children who have died. Just because OP's kids haven't been made sick yet doesn't mean she's not risking killing them every single time she feeds them raw milk. The fact that something harmful hasn't harmed you yet doesn't mean it's not harmful, it just means you've been lucky so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna say OP's the asshole here. OP is also fucking stupid.
YTA, if Lily went to Sam's house and Sam's mother gave Lily something you would not feed Lily, how would you feel? Even if Sam's mom felt it was safe and didn't view it as dangerous, would it be acceptable for Sam's mom to give Lily something you hadn't approved of?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Parenting is hard.
Yeah. Hold on. YTA, pasteurized milk is also a natural product. It's still milk. It's just been processed so that dangerous pathogens can't live in it. That's the whole point. Did you at least boil the milk first? If not, that can be dangerous. It's also funny because pasteurization is just heating the milk a bit. It's literally just heating milk. Pasteurization, basically just it's the same as boiling water, you know? Oh god, now I'm reminded of the raw water movement. I think I told you about that a few years ago.
Yeah, I remember the water. Not only did I see the raw water movement, I watched a fucking video on it, and I'm just like, man, I hope y'all like worms.
Yeah. Anyway, there was an edit though, Kevin.
Okay, alright.
Edit. I am the asshole. I call Sam's mom and apologize. It's a woman. It's a woman.
Oh, she learned.
I'm the asshole. I call Sam's mother and I apologized. I have a feeling she'll be hesitant about him returning, but it's okay. I'll boil our dinner milk for you tonight, Reddit. Thanks for helping out.
Well, there you go. There you go. Problem solved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fucking raw milk. Pretty much same deal with raw water. It's a stupid fucking culture war moment, you know? It's we don't need to do basic safety thing because that's for liberals.
That's just what I've been raised on.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm fine, so it's fine, you know?
Hey, I ain't died yet.
I'm so happy you've lived to 36 and haven't gotten salmonella. That doesn't mean you
must
won't.
Be so lucky.
Yeah. This stupid culture war bullshit to avoid basic fucking safety protocols, like boiling things before you drink them, you know, just to own the libs, I suppose. It's fucking stupid. You know what? We are officially an anti-raw milk podcast.
You know what? Yeah, I can agree on that. I can absolutely fucking agree on that.
Bakagaijinshow officially anti-raw milk. Pro-pasteurization. God, I just love pasteurization. I'd be pasteurizing right now if I could. Yeah, I would be pasteurizing right now if I could.
Oh, I'm pasteurizing.
Oh, I'm pasteurizing!
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm enjoying my pasteurization, Kevin. Shush. Anyway. Just like another small Tifu.
I would love to listen to another small Tifu. Wait.
No, you're reading this one.
Okay. I'll read this one. I'll read it.
Yeah, it's your turn, Kevin. That's how it works.
Woo! Not safe for work. Let's go.
Children, get the fuck out and don't drink the raw milk.
Today I fucked up by accidentally FaceTiming my boss while deep in my wife's cheeks at 1 a.m. Throwaway, obviously, but this happened last night. Got home from work and wife and myself decided to partake in a few glasses of wine and a joint. Spelled wine with an H.
Ugh.
Everything was going swell. We got the kids to bed, then cuddled in bed to watch a movie. At some point, I decided to get up and take a shower. When I got out, my wife was standing in all her glory in a little blue corset and see-through undies, and from there, it was all over. So we started going at it, and I hear the sound next to us, thinking back on it was the sound of the iPhone mix when making a FaceTime call, but at the time, my high and drunk ass thought it was an alarm I forgot to shut off. So my dumb ass pauses and grabs my phone from right beside us to shut off the alarm. I'm on my knees in the bed with the phone in hand resting on the bed in front of me. I stare at the phone for about 15 seconds and then it hits me what I've done, but by then it was too late. A disgruntled, obviously just woken from slumber man answers the phone and I hear, "Oh, what the hell?"
Mm-hmm.
The front-facing camera gave my boss full view of my engorged python in HD. The only thing I could muster to say at the time was, "Holy shit, I'm so sorry, this was a butt dial," but then I hung up.
Literally. Yeah.
TLDR was banging my wife, but accidentally FaceTime called my boss by bumping the unlocked phone next to us on the bed. At work, and so far nothing has been said, but it's coming, I'm sure. Better freshen up that resume. I want to read some of the comments because he does mention that there are some of them that are gold.
Sure.
My mate live streamed from the bath on his new iPhone. I clicked to go live as I was surprised he even knew how to drive live stream. Whatever. What he forgot was that the camera was facing his well-endowed missus at the end of the bath. I'm shouting at him that he's live streaming his missus' glory. He's chatting away to her that he doesn't know what he's doing. Eventually ends it. It was posted on Facebook. I'm now texting him like a madman saying, you posted a 30-second video of your butt-naked wife in the bath and your schlong has also had a run out too. Well, a glimpse. Took him hours to take it down. Oh my god, I accidentally Bluetoothed once my Alexa down the living room while my wife and mother-in-law were down there. Luckily, it was just music at the beginning of the video. Bluetooth gets shut off on my phone now.
Somebody says, today I fucked up by answering a FaceTime call from an employee late at night, incoming.
Update. First off, some of these comments are golden, lol. I see a few people in this thread commenting wondering how I possibly did this, how did he click through contact, etc. I have absolutely no fucking clue. Trust me, my wife and I were in shock after scrambling to figure out what the fuck just happened. I sat there for a few minutes looking at my recent calls, just staring at the screen, going through the steps in my head that created the perfect storm of events. All I know is that the phone was next to us, and I vaguely remember at some point before the incident pushing it to the side a bit to make room for a bit of fun. On to the update. I spoke with my boss right before the end of the workday to address a work-related topic, and it looks like I'll be keeping my job, lol. I work for a small business, not a large corporate entity, so I don't have to answer to some large HR department. It was actually me that brought up the topic because I didn't want the rest of my days at the company to be filled with awkward silence with my boss, with this topic always being at the forefront of both of our brains every time we spoke. Luckily, he was not offended, and he even jokingly talked back at how he was going to call me back to make sure everything was still going well. This will never be let down, but at least I think at some point we can move beyond it and return to some type of normalcy.
Yep.
Congratulations. At the very least, your boss knows how big your schlong is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need to pause for a second because I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, we back, we good.
Alright. Am I the asshole for selling food to a teenage customer knowing this goes against his parents' wishes?
I wonder.
I have a deli in a small community. Recently, this kid who's 13 or 14 has been coming and buying some food that is apparently forbidden in their religion. Don't want to mention specifics. I think something like pork for Muslims or Jewish people. They are neither Muslim nor Jewish, just making an example. I'm not one to judge people for the food they eat. If you pay for it, you'll get it. I'm running a business here and don't want to turn customers away. His parents came to me and asked me not to sell him these specific items which he's not allowed to eat. And I said, that's not really my business. Sounds like a matter between them and their child. There's nothing I can really do here. The mother said the son is going through a phase and I can help, but I just said no because nobody's forcing the child to come here, and quite frankly, if I don't sell it, the kid goes somewhere else. It's not as if I'm the only one selling this forbidden food around. You can buy it from 10 other places within a 5-minute walk. The mother said you could have been 10% of the solution instead of 0%, and they were upset and left disappointed. I explained this to my wife, and she said, to my surprise, that I could have helped them out, and the way I dismissed them was rather asshole-ish, so that's why I'm here to see what people think. No, it's not your fucking problem.
Yeah, this is a family issue, and you are not family, so, it's really none of your fucking business.
Top comment, not the asshole. His parents are clearly asking you to help them enforce rules from a belief system this kid clearly isn't interested in following. If he's a teenager, he's old enough to start making decisions about what he believes, and if his parents are so worried about it, they should have a genuine conversation with the kid instead of having random deli workers refuse him service in an attempt to control what he does and enforce their belief system onto him.
For the record, I love how they're like, you could have been 10% of the solution instead of the problem.
Man, I'm a guy at a deli. I don't care about you.
Overly religious parents are so fucking weird.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So yeah, not the asshole. Official bakagaijinshow.
Yeah, not the asshole. Fuck it.
Yep.
This ain't your drama.
Yep. I'm just trying to get that paper.
Am I the asshole for not making him what he wants?
Oh.
My sister-in-law and her husband, what are their ages?
What are their genders? You can never be too sure these days.
My sister-in-law and her husband arrived last night. As we were helping them get their stuff into the guest rooms, her husband, who I've met like 3 times, said waffles for breakfast would be great. I was a bit taken aback, but then I assumed it was a joke that didn't land well. We don't have a waffle iron anyway. I made the usual
That was the first mistake.
I made the usual eggs, beans, and toast for breakfast. British.
British alert!
British alert!
British alert!
I made the usual eggs, beans, and toast for breakfast. When sister-in-law and her husband came in, he frowned and asked where the waffles were. I said I didn't make any. He asked why. I was a touch annoyed and said this isn't a restaurant. He said they are guests and their needs should be taken into account. Then he said he was allergic to beans. I asked why he didn't tell me he was allergic to beans. He said he told me he wanted waffles and the reason why shouldn't matter because they are guests. My husband jumped in and said, eat eggs and toast or go get breakfast elsewhere. He left with sister-in-law. Did I break an etiquette rule? Was I an ass? Okay, girl.
Am I the asshole?
Instead of telling you straight up, flat out, that he was allergic to beans, which I have my sincere doubts about for the record.
Yeah.
He instead decided to be super fucking passive-aggressive and just be like, waffles would be nice. As if that is something, like, you're not the asshole, he is.
Yeah. But we gotta go through the top comment chain.
Oh, of course. Don't waffle. Sounds like he left with egg on his face. Be glad he's toast.
He's been a terrible guest.
When it comes to in-laws, some relationships grow over time, but others break fast.
It's true. I mean, that kind of behavior isn't something you get over easy.
Absolutely. Hosting the in-laws isn't always what it's cracked up to be.
It can scramble your mind and fry your brain.
You really should sugarcoat it a little. Offer some maple syrup.
But why butter him up?
What's done is done. There's no need to cry over spilled milk.
He didn't give you much room to maneuver.
He's making a pretty big deal about nothing.
Might be time to scrape that burnt relationship into the bin.
I love one person's just like, stop, too many puns, my eyes can't roll fast enough.
Hey, don't glaze over it.
Yeah, no, you're not the asshole.
He's a yolk of a human being.
I fucking... fuck, you can't get better than this. I fucking love comment chains like this. They just have fun with it.
He's being extra rude.
We could be at... Okay, break it up. No need to be cracking all these yolks.
You're not the asshole.
No, you're not.
You're not the arsehole. Okay, I'm just loading this one up. Alright. I dove into the archives a bit. This one's from this medium Tifu comes from us 7 years ago.
Classic.
Vintage. Today I fucked up by throwing my steak out a window. Last night, my wife's boss from her brand new job invited us over for dinner. On the drive over, my wife reiterated many times to me just how important it was to make a good impression. I scoffed and arrogantly informed my silly wife that I always make good impressions. My wife's boss is a single lady in her 50s, so it was just the 3 of us. We chit-chatted over drinks and salads and seemed to be really hitting it off. She laughed at my well-timed, perfectly appropriate jokes, and my wife seemed pleased. Soon she brought out the main course, a nice big juicy steak for each of us. As I began to cut into my steak, I was discouraged to discover how undercooked the steak was. Now, I've had my fair share of rare steak. I prefer medium, but I can handle rare. This was several minutes on a hot grill short of rare. I probably could have resuscitated the cow had I tried. Instead, I sat fidgeting with my knife and fork, worrying about how I was going to get away with not eating the steak. Claim veganism? No, I'd already feigned great enthusiasm upon seeing the steak. Just then, our hostess excused herself to the kitchen to take care of some dessert preparations. As I looked across the fancy dining room table at the open window of this third-story apartment, a cartoon light bulb appeared over my head. I knew I had to be decisive, realizing that she could return at any moment. I committed. I grabbed the steak with my hand, gently shook off the juice, and executed a perfect throw right through the center of the open window. Here's the big-time fuck-up. The window was not open. This was the cleanest fucking window you've ever seen in your life. That is, until my mostly raw slab of steak slammed up against it and slowly slid down, leaving a trail of bloody juices in its wake. My wife, whose steak was a nice medium rare and was unaware of my predicament, turned, jaw-dropped, stared at me like I was an alien from another planet. This look then slowly morphed into more of a "there is no place on this planet you can ever hide from me" expression of demonic anger. My wife's boss heard the thud of the steak on window impact and came quickly. She took in the scene, the steak sitting at the windowsill, the blood trail, my empty plate, gave me an inquisitive, puzzled look. I just didn't know what to say. It felt like a minute of silence, but was probably more like 3 or 4 seconds. Finally, the best I could manage was, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm such a klutz. I don't know. I was just cutting it, and it slipped. Just ask my wife. I really am a klutz, isn't that right, honey?" And no help coming from that direction. Right. I will clean this up. I cannot believe I'm so sorry, etc., etc. Both women continued to stare at me like I had escaped from the loony bin as I smeared the blood around the window with my cloth napkin, dusted off the steak, and continued to mutter my incoherent explanation. I knew no one was buying the story. I knew what I had to do. I sheepishly returned to my seat and proceeded to eat every bite of that disgusting, cold, chewy, bloody, raw steak. I remained pretty quiet the rest of the evening. My wife's only 2 words to me since the incident are, quote, "I'm fine." TLDR, tried to sneakily throw away my undercooked snake through an open window, only to find that it was not open.
Ask the host to cook it more. There was a simple solution and you took the worst option.
Top comment, one question, OP. Let's say the window was open and the steak is gone. She returns a minute later. What are you going to tell her? You just devoured it? And then she finds a weird steak outside sometime? Or maybe bears?
There were so many options you could have chosen and you took the worst one. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Now, I agree with this comment that got gilded. It's times like this when you should fake a seizure. Excellent advice.
Yes, actually.
This is some sitcom level awkward shit right here. You could have just told her your steak was too rare for your liking, or say your stomach hurt, or you bit your teeth, or your jaw aches, or you're nauseous, or you have to go to the bathroom for a moment. Anything other than hucking a steak out a window.
So many different plans. So many options you had. What the fuck, OP?
Oh, madness. Madness and... ness.
Mad and ness.
So, our Discord users, you can join an official Baka Gaijin Discord server, like provide below. I've found the photo of the tampon with the bugs. It's for the, I have to tell them it's for the podcast. Strangely not the weirdest thing I posted here.
True.
Yeah. You can find more weirdness by joining our official Bakagaijinshow Discord server in the link provided below. We're a fun bunch.
We have a great time over here.
Anyway, so that was a classic. Now I'm trying to navigate around the really good ones because we got to save that for Ceradan.
Of course, of course.
And we'll do this one though. This one comes to us. Wait, no. I just read that one. Never mind. We're not doing that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's one for you to read. Let's see here. Read. No, not Control V. Control C. No, Control V. Just post the old link in the new links. No, that's not. No.
He'll get it soon, people. Just give him a minute.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. I want to save that one. God damn it. Fuck. Great. Now since I clicked that link, and then I think we did it. Oh,
No.
boy. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no.
What?
I completely forgot about the impetus.
The
Kevin?
impetus?
Kevin. Read this one.
Okay, alright. Okay. Today I fucked up by allowing my husband to come to dinner at my boss's house. By Mrs. Defenestrator. 4 years ago.
Mine says 5.
This actually took place a couple of years ago. I had just gotten a brand new job that I was really excited about, so I was delighted when my boss, whom I had been trying to establish a rapport with, invited me and my husband over to her home for dinner. Well, most delighted.
Kevin, I want to. It's pronounced rapport.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, mostly delighted. My husband is, well, he's the sweetest, but he has a history of doing really dumb shit. Because of this, I was worried about him coming along. By the time the day of the dinner arrived, I had become so anxious about it that I actually floated the idea by my boss that I wasn't sure if he would be able to make it. She was clearly taken aback and responded, "Oh no, I really hope he can. I have a dinner for 3 all ready to go." Upon seeing her dismay, I assured her that I was sure he would find a way to be there. Well, we made it over to her apartment on time, and things actually started out really, really well. It was actually just the 3 of us, which surprised me somewhat, but made me a little less concerned about my husband, as crowds really tend to bring out his unpredictability. I just started to finally relax and was a couple bites into a deliciously cooked steak when things took a horrible, horrible turn. My boss had stepped into the kitchen to check on dessert when I noticed something odd out of the corner of my eye. Oh no! Oh no, I know where this is going! Oh no! My boss had just stepped into the kitchen to check on the dessert when I noticed something odd out of the corner of my eye. It was one of those things where you know something strange is happening in your peripheral, but you're not sure what. You have to look over and focus your gaze to really comprehend it. I look over at my husband and see him holding his steak in his hand, hovering it just an inch or two above his plate, before I have a chance to fully comprehend what I was seeing and verbalize something that might have saved all of us from the coming horror. He threw his steak, baseball style, across the room, straight into the dining room window. It hit the window, making a loud noise, and slowly slid down. Now my husband does dumb shit. I told you that already. But he's not a crazy person. Usually when he does dumb shit, I at least understand what he's thinking. There's usually some semblance of rhyme or reason to the dumb shit. In this case, I was just dumbfounded. I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't wrap my head around what was going on. I stared at him with what must have been the most confused look and watched as he stared back at me, an expression of utter horror painted across his face. I couldn't make any sense of what he was trying to do, of what was happening, but also didn't have time to try. I heard the footsteps of my boss coming to see what the sound was. It suddenly sunk in that it didn't matter why he did what he did. He did it, and we were all about to come face to face with a very awkward situation. I could feel the anger flush through my face. For a brief moment, I contemplated trying to help my husband get out of this, but no. This was his dumb shit bed, and he could lie in it. Not like there was any possible recovery anyway. My boss walks in and sees the steak lying on the windowsill. There's the fucking longest, most awkward pause where we all sit there frozen. My boss and I are staring at my husband, forcing the ball into his court as the cringe just hangs in the air like an ocean fog. He finally manages to mutter some incoherent garbage about being a klutz and even tries to get me to back him up. It's the same person! I leave his ass out to dry in the deafening silence. Oh my god! He makes a poor attempt at cleaning the window and retrieves his steak. Mercifully, my boss asks me a question about work and we both dive eagerly into conversation. We all resume the rest of the evening pretending that he isn't there, a sort of unspoken agreement by all that this is the only way to move forward. As soon as we got to the car, my husband turned into a nervous chatterbox trying to explain himself. Turns out the dumbass didn't like the way his steak was cooked, rare, and get this, he thought the window was open. My husband, ladies and gentlemen, tried to chuck his steak out a 3-story window. He thought that was a reasonable solution to being served an undercooked steak. A year or so later, my boss hosted a Christmas party for the company at her newly built home. My best friend Jenny was my +1. TLDR, took my husband to dinner at my boss's house. He thought his steak was undercooked, thought the window was open, and thought throwing his steak through the window was a reasonable idea. Note, my husband told this Tifu from his perspective a couple years ago. It was a popular post. Someone suggested I should tell it from my perspective. Hope our discomfort brings a little joy to you fine Redditors.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I did not expect that. Oh my god, that's too fucking... We got both sides. We got both sides of the story.
Yep. Oh, that's glorious.
Oh my god. Oh, jeez.
It's all about that perspective.
Okay, edit. Okay, guys, I probably overplayed the dumb shit angle. Yeah, he's known for acting without thinking things through first, but this one moment does not represent the norm. From my perspective, in this moment, he looked like a loony bin character gone mad, which is what makes this story so funny in retrospect. Go read his perspective, and his actions look at least a little bit less crazy. My husband is a fun-loving, kind husband and father who makes life very fun. Edit 2. No, my husband is not on the spectrum or crazy, although I get that may seem like a valid conclusion if all you know is this one event. The usual dumb shit is more of your everyday impulsiveness, like immediately saying the slightly inappropriate thing that comes to mind. If he would have done that, it wouldn't have shocked me at all. This, of course, shocked me because he normally doesn't do things that make him look insane. Not sure why some seem to be taking the he often does dumb shit to mean he often does completely insane things, when I feel like I was making the exact opposite point. Oh well. Glad that most of you got some small bit of enjoyment out of your day from this story. Also, we have our faults. I joke about my husband not thinking things through. He jokes about my preoccupation with what others think of me, etc., etc. Oh my god, this was beautiful.
Yeah. Wonderful.
I love when you can just see like both sides of the conversation and how everybody admits, no, this was fucking stupid.
Alright.
Oh my god. Yeah, let's move on to the lightning round. We can't top this today.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We'll save this for later.
Yeah. I think
right.
this is a good time to move to the lightning round.
Alright, I'll just have to keep in mind that we didn't do that one. Alright. It's fucking time for the lightning round. It's where we go to our unpopular opinions, see opinions that are unpopular. Are these opinions unpopular or popular? Do we agree? Do we disagree? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Quote, not quote. Unpopular opinion. Telling kids that deceased individuals are, quote, still with them or watching over them is damaging and weird, and we should stop using that for grief coping.
I don't know.
It is weird. I think a lot of kids could take that the wrong way.
Yeah, I suppose they could. But I think that's like a nuanced thing, and you need to like, if you're gonna do that, you should like. The problem is that a lot of that is like a religious thing, and like that's very like situational.
No, I agree. No,
God,
I
yeah,
agree.
I can agree.
I agree. Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, I would rather have diarrhea all day than to throw up and be done with it. Once?
No.
I'll throw up once.
Yeah, if you, like one time, like here's the thing, you throw up one time, that's it, you're done. But if you have diarrhea all day, your ass burns all day. That's awful. What the fuck?
This is just stupid.
Bruh, you okay? How much Chipotle
vomiting-
do you eat?
Vomiting once is not a huge deal.
Yeah, it's just like, bleh, okay, I'm good.
If anything, there's like the post vomit. There's like a weird pleasantry to the post vomit state, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I kind of get it, but like at the same time, it's like,
Yeah, no, I mean like after that part, because at
yeah,
first you're like,
yeah.
but then you're like, oh, I feel like relieved somehow.
Yeah, because you got the bad shit out of you.
Yeah, probably some kind of like thing, some kind of chemical response that triggers like mission accomplished, boys. We got him. Yeah, so yeah,
Mission accomplished, boys. We defeated racism.
That's stupid. You're stupid.
Stop being stupid.
Unpopular opinion: Spotify is trash. It is a complete waste of money when you have YouTube available. In different use cases.
Yeah. I think this ball's in your court, dude.
Well, different use cases. Like you use them for different things. I get what they're saying because music is on YouTube, and if you have YouTube Premium, then you don't have ads on stuff with the music. Yeah, but like Spotify has like console integrations and like curated playlists and like and like the daily mix and fucking I think higher quality bitrate if you have Premium. So like know exactly what the audio bitrate on YouTube videos is, but I'm assuming Spotify, being a dedicated music service, is probably a bit higher. Again, at least for Premium, because Premium is like 328 kilobits or something.
Yeah.
But I'm going to assume that's probably a bit higher than most YouTube videos. I think. I don't know though. Can I look that up? Let me look that up.
Yeah, I looked that up. I think a lot of
audio.
I think a lot of
I'm
like
curious now. Does YouTube use? Oh yeah. YouTube has two types of audio formats: AAC, wrapped in an MP4 container, or Opus and WebM. For AAC, YouTube will play a maximum audio bitrate of around 126 kilobits. For Opus, it can be between 56 kilobits and 165 kilobits. 165 kilobits is like the non-premium Spotify, and if you have premium, it's like 328 kilobits.
Yeah. So Spotify is just like general for like listening.
Yeah. So like if you have Spotify Premium, it's literally like the audio quality is literally twice the kilobit bit rate.
Disagree.
Yeah, and again, features like the daily mix, rollback, curated playlists, and all that, as well as like the integrations of various devices and such.
Yeah.
Like, if you're on a budget, honestly, if you have a budget and you listen to a lot of, I don't know. Yeah, no, Spotify has its own separate use cases. This is dumb. Unpopular opinion: the proliferation of Reddit people using honey to refer to women in comments is super cringe and condescending as fuck. Okay, yeah, but most of the time it's because they're talking to them directly. It's not like they're referring to like a cultural thing with like, oh, honey, oh, please.
Honey,
like it's not like
no,
yeah, it's that. It's not like people are going like the honeys,
Yeah, no, it's like it's not like an actual term of endearment. It's just like it's kind of like saying dude or bro.
Yeah. No, that's fine, but it's also like a cultural thing. So like, I don't know. Fuck off, I guess.
Get fucked, maybe.
Unpopular opinion: dinosaur fossils that are found in different countries should be returned to their countries of origin and not kept in foreign museums. I don't agree with this one because like dinosaur bones are not like cultural artifacts,
Yeah, dinosaur bones are dinosaur bones. They're not culturally specific.
Dinosaur bones, that's one case where I'm like, I feel like whoever fucking finds it should have right to do what they will with it, you know?
Yeah, I agree. It's not culturally specific, so like it doesn't really matter who takes the bones so long as they're well preserved.
Yeah, people just hate museums these days.
Museums have their use cases. It's just that a lot of museums also have a lot of like cultural
No, I get it. Imperialism bad,
imperial.
but like,
yeah,
it's just more complicated than that because a lot of these nations don't have the resources or the interest in properly preserving those things. You know, was it wrong for them to be taken? Yeah, probably, but they're in a better spot now than they would be. So, if you care about cultural preservation, museums are kind of a good thing.
yep.
It's just a more complicated issue than the internet makes it out to be. Unpopular opinion, people need to learn to say that's fair.
I always say that's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, carrying a weapon makes you see the world around you as hostile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, I can't stand services which are only phone apps, not a website. I'm having the opposite problem.
Yeah, this person hates Quibi.
Yeah. Who don't? Actually, Quibi shut down.
Yeah, but like I generally agree with this.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, people who say just let it go are morons.
Dude, just let it go.
This is a Boulder Hat Guy call-out post.
I'm calling out Elsa from Frozen.
Unpopular opinion, speaking another language in the presence of others isn't rude. It's also good to do that if you want to talk about someone or something and you don't want other people to know. Yeah, that's why it's rude.
That's why it's rude. Come on. You literally explained why it's rude.
Oh, boy. Unpopular opinion, Target is just red Walmart.
How about you target these nuts?
Good job. You know what
Congratulations.
You know what a store looks like.
Yay.
Amazon is just yellow Walmart. And together, the three crystals will unlock the gates to eternity.
Best Buy is just Blue Circuit City.
Staples is gone. I think. Are there Staples still?
No, I think Staples is still around.
That's a
you
crime.
might be thinking of Kmart.
I was not thinking of Why would I think of Kmart in that scenario?
I don't fucking know.
I know Kmarts are gone. You know how many fucking abandoned Kmart videos I've seen?
Ah, good point.
Many.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Fucking Kmart, give me a fucking break.
You saw what I did there. You saw what I did there, right? You saw what I did there.
Unpopular opinion, millennials shouldn't downplay boomer complaints about late retirement. I mean... They started it.
We didn't start the fire.
It was already burning since the world's been turning. That's our response to that.
Yep.
Unpopular opinion, Digimon is better than Pokemon. No contest. I think there's a
Why
contest.
not both?
I think there's a contest though. Clearly, it's like a contest. So like.
Yeah, like the thing, like I don't agree actually. Like, and mind you, I grew up on Digimon before Pokemon, so
Sure.
The problem is that they're just such vastly different franchises, and like the goals of each are so different. They came from such different places. Like Digimon began as an offshoot of Tamagotchi, and Pokemon was made as like a video game first.
Yeah.
I think the only reason people make draw a hard line between these two is because they came out in America at the same time and they have mon as a suffix.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason. Like, otherwise, they are very, very different, and I'm honestly kind of tired of the whole Digimon versus Pokemon debate, and that is somebody who is a fan of both franchises.
Sure.
TLDR, fuck off, no one cares. Or rather, no one should care.
Unpopular opinion: room temperature Dr. Pepper is delicious.
I drink.
A lot of soda is generally better when it's like moderately cool, but not like cold, because the colder it is, the less you taste.
Because like I do enjoy like the cold, like if it's too warm, then it just like it loses. When it's too warm, it doesn't hold the carbonation terribly well. But when it's slightly chilled, it holds the carbonation really well, and it just like goes down really nicely. And you can also taste it. So like I could half agree. It depends on what your definition of like room temperature is here, because like if it's like straight up warm, then like I can't agree. But if like if you have it just like ever so slightly chilled down, then that's perfect. That's fucking great.
See, Mr. Sausage fucking made pasta and Coca-Cola, and it was apparently delicious.
Oh damn, nice.
Yeah.
I saw a video of like Jay Schlatt and someone else doing like various ice cream flavors, and they found out that Coca-Cola makes for a really good ice cream flavor.
I don't even know who the fuck these people are.
Oh, okay.
This is a complicated one. Unpopular opinion: gamepad controls are bad, non-standard, and no shortcuts. I cannot understand that I'm the only one with this opinion about the gamepad controller controls. Every time I play a new game, I have to learn new controls. It is hard. I am used to some controls where I need to do something very fast. I press the wrong button and I die. I think all games should have the same standard controls for common actions like jump, run, map, zoom, main action, shoot. Almost all games don't have gamepad shortcuts like the keyboard options, so a number of actions is limited and I have to use menu or have to also use keyboard, really annoying. I think all games should have standard gamepad shortcuts, at least LB plus shift plus control plus for keyboard. That way we could hold LB, press ABXY, RB, or some other combination. We'd have 2 times more actions when holding LB actions available to be shown on screen. Just a few games have such shortcuts, but the number of shortcuts is limited or non-standard, so it's not easy to use. A lot of games have redundant controls, like in driving simulators, like 3 or 4 buttons for lights, 2 buttons to open or close, enable, disable anything, so on. So the multiple buttons for different actions, even if one button would be enough and could be used in different places for different actions, therefore it is impossible to assign all action which there are needed to the buttons. I don't understand the multiple clicking technique, like hold LT, hold RB, press A, moreover, at the right time, quickly tap A forever just to destroy the controller. If I don't like in arcade games, I have to press X and A together one after another. Why not B plus A? I think B plus A and X plus Y is much easier than X plus A and also Y plus B. This isn't even getting into the fact that those buttons are not in the same positions on different controllers.
Zeke, I'm going cross-eyed. What the fuck is he talking about?
He just doesn't like that he has to learn things.
Bitch.
Someone said the vast majority of game allow you to remap controls. Having said that, those standardized controls only make sense if games have the same amount of controls. For example, it might make sense to assign jump to a different button in a game that only has 2 action buttons than you would in a game that has 8 action buttons. And so he replies, as I said, it should be for all common actions. I mean basic controls, which are in all games. Can you humor me? What common action is in all games? There's different types of games, and who has plenty of different games? And all 3 modern consoles, it's not hard to adjust.
Yeah, pretty much.
You should train your mind. Someone says you should train your mind to adapt quicker to changes. This skill will be important later on in life.
It's a secret tool that'll help us later.
It sounds like you grew up with a mouse and keyboard. I grew up with controllers, and it's pretty common sense as to where buttons are going to be based on the genre of game. 99% of games are going to have sprint on L3. Most are going to have X or A as jump or interact. Most has square or X as interact. Most have circle or B as cancel melee, although R3 is also common. There's no standardization because different genres and different mechanics necessitate different controls. but a lot of games, especially newer ones, will let you remap controls or use a different layout. I struggle with mouse and keyboard personally, but that's because I didn't grow up to use mouse and keyboard. Yeah, this guy's just... He's just a bad
I don't
gamer.
like change. I don't like change. I want everything to stay the same.
Well, if you're... I mean, like... If you're gaming on PC, which it sounds like he is, why... Like, don't use controllers then if you don't want to.
Yeah, just go mouse and keyboard, dude. It's not that fucking hard.
Yeah. It sounds like he's not used to it because he doesn't do it so often, but when he does, it's non-standard, so he doesn't like it. And I'm just like, well, that's kind of your fault for not being more accustomed to that.
Well, maybe, sir, you should learn to not be such a bitch.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I also don't think he plays a wide variety of games if he thinks like you could have a standardized controls scheme for these things. So,
yeah, this is probably a guy that plays like mostly shooters.
I mean, I don't know, but who knows? Unpopular opinion: naps are actually the worst. I don't understand the enjoyment of taking a nap in the middle of the day. It just throws everything off, and if I'm not tired by the time I want to go to bed at night, if I ever nap, it's because I was day drinking or something and accidentally fell asleep. Lol. I'm always pissed when I wake up from those naps. I hate how weird, slow, and groggy I get from them. Even if I've had a pretty productive day, I feel like my day is being wasted if I throw a nap in there. I have never felt refreshed after one, jealous of all those who can take successful naps.
Man, I need a nap.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fucking... You know, I mean, like, naps vary, you know, it's like all sleep.
Yep.
Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not. Just roll the dice. Roll the dice. Unpopular opinion: Billie Eilish has been sexualizing herself for a while now. First of all, that's a statement, not an opinion. And second of all, she's a grown girl. She can do what she wants.
She's allowed to do the thing. Her body, her choice.
So, whatever. It's dumb.
Don't be weird.
Unpopular opinion: being under a blanket with the AC on is the best. I agree. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite thing.
Yeah.
It's like I'm all toasty warm underneath without sweating.
Let's see. Unpopular opinion: most people who volunteer do so for selfish reasons. Okay, just someone saying they only do it to make themselves feel good. I'm like, yeah, okay, they're still doing it.
They're still helping.
So whatever.
Why do you care?
Yeah. There's
If
hypocrisy in the world,
Kevin. Why do you care?
There's hypocrisy in the world. You're all just hypocrites out for yourselves.
Cool story, bruh.
Why is everyone else stupid but me?
I heard.
Pardon you.
Oh. Unpopular opinion: masturbating with your imagination is the best way to do it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Unpopular opinion: I prefer breakfast sausage over bacon. Me too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Give me a month. Breakfast sausage is the only time I break my. It's the only exception to the never trust a man with two names, two first names. Jimmy Dean, Bob Evans. They got it going on in the sausage department. Unpopular opinion: the idea that Europe is its own continent is pretty ridiculous. Well, this goes into the fucking argument about what's a continent. Do we define it by geography or by culture? Yeah.
Yeah, like that's just...
That's too much for the lightning round. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's too deep. Too deep. Throw it out.
Unpopular opinion: a cutlass would be the perfect anti-zombie weapon. I think a howitzer would be the perfect anti-zombie weapon.
Yeah, now you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Get some guns in here.
Unpopular opinion: being a dad is not a personality trait, and it's especially cringe in gaming culture. Yeah, I really hate gamer dads.
Yeah, we've actually been on this like particular tangent a few times before with like gamer dads and like just like, the specific kinds of games they play.
It's just
Yeah, particularly Reddit is full of gamer dads, and it's just like, who just seem they just sort of force whatever they want on the industry, and they almost seem to actively resent having children. And I'm just like, I don't care, you know, like if you hate your kids, that's fine, but like I don't want to hear
If you
about
hate
it.
your kids, that's fine, but don't fucking bring it up to us. We don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Don't make it our problem.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion: humanity would greatly benefit if the internet disappeared. No.
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 Net good.
Net good. Some bad things, but net good.
Unpopular opinion: doing drugs is a hobby. Yeah, sure, if you're making one.
Anything is a hobby if you want it to be.
Unpopular opinion: really good root beer is better than any cola. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fucking love root beer.
Unpopular opinion: I thoroughly enjoy getting my sleeves wet when washing my hands.
What the fuck?
Okay, you're weird.
Okay, weirdo. Okay. Enjoy your wet sleeves.
Unpopular opinion: when I see a Reddit sob story post and the top reply is "I'm sorry that happened to you," it feels so cringe. Oh, Kevin, there's so much hypocrisy in the world. People don't really have for themselves.
Gee.
Ah.
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 Unpopular opinion: PC gaming is significantly cheaper and better in value compared to console gaming.
That's only
That
because of Steam sales.
That depends a lot on the market conditions.
Yeah, because like over the last couple of years, that has not been the case. But like we're getting back to a point where it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Like it depends on market conditions. It depends on how many Steam sales you partake in, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It also depends on whether or not you buy like really high end components so that you can have like a longer shelf life for your computer.
Sure. Unpopular opinion: warm pillows are better than cold. You're a psychopath.
Bro, ew.
Bed isn't touching any walls either.
Yeah, no. I got a wall right behind my head. It's like it's supportive. It gives me the support I need.
Yeah.
OP is the kind of person that puts their bed in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
At the very least, get a headrest, you fucking heathen.
Unpopular opinion: the portion size of a main course should be large enough to satisfy any average person. The portion size of a main dish in a restaurant should be large enough to make you full. In some restaurants, you have to order 1 or 2 starters and a dessert to get full. Yes, that's how they make money,
That's
idiot.
the point.
That's how they get you, stupid. You fucking retard. Jesus.
Do you not know how restaurant work?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's how they make
Look,
money.
if you're going to a restaurant and if you're not expecting to buy the appetizers, the main course and the dessert, like what the fuck are you even doing there?
You don't want the restaurant experience. Don't go to a fucking restaurant.
Yeah, just make it at home, dumbass.
You can make it whatever size you want at home.
Exactly. Problem fucking solved, and it's cheaper too. The only person you have to pay is the person who gives you your shit.
Popular opinion: being obsessed with true crime podcasts is morbid. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
it
yeah,
is, but like, it's fun
Yeah,
though.
man. Let's indulge in the darkness of reality. High five. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Ooh. Unpopular opinion. Ooh, this could be spicy. Unpopular opinion: live action anime shows / movies with Asian actors feel weird.
Depends. It really, really depends. Because, like,
I understand that anime is created in Japan and typically takes place in Japanese-style environments, but I never feel like I'm following the story of a Japanese guy or girl, so when a live-action version is made with Japanese actors, it feels weird. It's not like there's any natural, blonde, big-titted Japanese women out there. First of all, you don't know that.
So I always feel I don't always feel like, quote, whitewashing is as horrible as it's made out to be. Quote, TLDR, anime characters may be made in Japan, but they are not Japanese. I mean, they can be. Most of them are.
Yeah, like, God, like,
Here's a comment. Who are you to tell Japanese people that their characters aren't Japanese?
that's a good point.
That's fucking dumb of you.
Yeah, what
Now
the
we're
fuck,
getting-
OP?
Now we're getting into what are the racial features of drawings. What a great
Oh,
fucking
God.
conversation.
Yeah.
But Japanese characters made to look as white as possible. You could thank Hitler for that. No, seriously, look up the link between eugenics and anime.
What the fuck?
No, that one was actually an S. That was sarcasm. But then people believed him, so he added the S. It's like, no, I was
Okay. I was about to say, what the fuck, man?
Unpopular opinion: if something's not dishwasher safe, it shouldn't exist. Oh, Kevin, I don't feel so good.
Oh no. Oh no.
We're not dishwasher
No!
safe. So naturally, that's a
Oh.
stupid opinion.
Also, I guess fuck my Pokemon bug, I guess.
Fuck most things, actually. No, that's I'm downvoting that. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. What the fuck, man?
Motherfucker, I'm not dishwasher safe. I want to exist. Why does the dishwasher get to determine what does and doesn't exist? It should do one
Dishwasher
thing, and that's
litmus
wash
test.
dishes.
And some dishes, like, and like some dishes just aren't designed to be done, like, be washed in dishwashers, and that's fine.
Unpopular opinion: reading paperback books instead of hardcover is easier and more enjoyable. Yes.
Yeah.
Hardcovers are for shelves. They're not to read. Unpopular opinion: teenagers shouldn't be lifeguards. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Kids need their summer jobs, see?
Look, if they're helping people, like, who cares?
Unpopular opinion: people love serial killers too much. I say they don't love them enough.
More true crime podcasts.
More serial killers. That is what we stand for here.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with that one.
Normalize. It's my secret goal, Kevin. I'm gonna get all the kids to make serial killer sonas.
Ah, okay. You know what? I can see where you're going with this. I can see. Okay. I'm starting to understand it. I'm starting to get it.
We are a pro serial killer podcast.
In some regards, yes.
All regards.
Okay.
Every regard. If you're a serial killer, we want to talk to you. I mean,
Okay.
I mean, they probably don't want to talk to us for obvious reasons.
Yeah. You know what?
Use one of those-
Mask your voice.
Yeah. Just use one of those fucking Death Note ass voice filters. It'll be cool.
Bring on Death Gun again. Like, come on.
Death Gun was a serial killer. It's true.
He was.
It was kind of more like 3 serial killers in a trench coat, but yeah. I don't know if all of them actually committed. Did they? I mean, they're all in on it, but do they all do it? I don't recall the lore well enough.
Okay.
Well, the rest of these are fucking stupid. So,
All right then.
that's going to do it for this episode of the bakagaijinshow. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe and comment. Tell a friend. Tell your parents what happened here. Are you okay?
Are we
Anyway.
okay?
I'm fine.
I'm okay.
You can join our official Discord server in the link provided below. You can follow us on Twitter at ZeekFreak and at CTremander and also a third thing that I can't seem to remember for some reason. If only there was someone here to remind me about it. Huh. Weird.
You can also send any questions, comments.
Right?
Or...
That's the one. That's the other thing. Yes. bakagaijinshow@gmail.com. Send us comments, questions, concerns, declarations of war, confessions of love, chain letters. We don't care. Just email us.
We are desperate.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening to the Baka Gaijin Show. We'll see you next week. Probably, most likely. I don't know, like 90% chance, something like that.
Yeah, probably next week.
see you next episode for sure. I mean, like, literally. Sequentially, that's how that works. Thanks for listening. Zeke Freak out. Ciao, ciao for now.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different